My apologies, guys. That our connection was going in and out. But we are starting a new DLC. We're gonna start with one of the mini ones first, but the big one that we're gonna do is the campaign of Carnage for Mr. Torgue.
I feel like, you know, since Christmas just passed, Christmas would be nice, but you know, I feel like we just have to be thankful that we've been given a new year. So we're going to Gluttony Gulch, baby.
Gluttony Gulch. Oh, it looks pretty.
Yeah, man. Gluttony Gulch. We're gonna kill the Wobble Gobbler.
The Wobble, excuse me? The Wobble Gobbler.
Welcome to the Torgue Corporation's Hunger for Violence Extravaganza! Tonight, we're gonna watch the Vault Hunter take on the ravenous Wobble Gobbler!
Wobble Gobbler.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is he hard?
Yeah, kind of.
Are we just fighting him only?
Nope.
Hey, pies. Nice.
I mean, after all, it's Thanksgiving.
Viewing the only Torgue contestant to survive a
Studio of
showdown
awesome.
with the Gobbler!
How big Mr. Torgue is.
How are you doing? What's your favorite
Watch this.
color? Did you ever see that one movie
Get
about
on
the dog
stage.
play basketball? When did you have your first kiss? Did you ever see the sequel to the dog basketball? Oh, looks like we're out of time. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor.
Little Mr. Torgue.
Looks crazy.
Hey, get over here so I can whisper some things to you in secret.
Why is he looking at me like that?
The Gobbler fight is rigged. The Torgue Board of Directors made the Gobbler unbeatable, so it need all the contestants and get us a bunch of hits on the EchoNet. But I don't want you to die, because you're cool. And oh crap, I'm not whispering anymore, my bad. You gotta get into the kitchen, kill everybody, and poison the Gobbler's food. Once the poison takes effect, you can kill him. Also, I want him dead so I can eat him. It's delicious.
James, but do you get the reference that he is?
I don't get it.
He's like the wrestler, Randy Savage. Bonesaw is ready.
Oh, I love that guy.
Yeah, from remember from Spider-Man?
Yes.
Yeah.
No agony, no braggony.
I love the way he talked. It was just so.
I just killed myself. Wow.
Did you jump in the meat grinder?
Yeah, I was trying to jump over it, but I ended up jumping inside it.
This man actually jumped in the meat grinder.
That's just depressing right there. Hold on, I'm coming.
These mini DLCs are gonna be easy because we're over leveled, but that's alright. It's just
That's
about
fine.
doing
It's just a little content. Doesn't really matter if it's easy or not.
I don't know if we're gonna be over leveled for the other DLC. We might be, but hopefully it's not too bad. Hey, look, it's Chef Buddha Ramsey. You get it?
Yeah, Chef Ramsey. It's fucking
Right
raw!
in the hat. Chef Buddha Ramsey. Right in the hat, baby.
This is kind of
Yeah, you actually are dying.
Time Smith here, president of the Torgue Corporation. You do well to ignore Torgue's
President
instructions
Smith.
if you wish to stay alive.
Yeah, he's the president of Torgue. You listen?
I'd never seen him before though. It's the first time I've seen his face.
Yeah, this is the first time you're gonna see him, and maybe one of the only times you see him in Borderlands. I think he shows up like one more time.
Damn, that door's locked. Let me activate my remote lockpicking program.
Does he really have a remote lock picking program?
No, he exploded it.
Of course he did. He just couldn't help himself.
Contestants in the meat locker. Leave at once. We gotta choose some meat for the gobbler's meal.
Okay, guys. So we gotta go and choose meat for the gobbler. The gobbler is actually really hard, man. Like, at least when, if you're lower level. I don't know about our level, but he's pretty tough.
Back here. Right, cook.
Let's be a process. God, that worked so much jobs in my life. Like, sorry.
You have fight the resume, Anthony.
Yeah, but that's not impressive. Where did you work? Oh, I worked in this year, I worked in the flea market, I worked here, I worked here, I worked here. But why did you only work 8 months in every place? Stay silent.
You don't need to be concerned about that. Just know that you're well-rounded. Okay. Ooh. Damn.
Dude, this is a really short DLC.
I'm cool with it. It doesn't bother me.
Like, really short, but it's fun. Like, you're gonna like it.
What you're planning, but I don't like it. Tributes, get the Vault Hunter out of my
Hey, James, kill the tributes. You remember them? They're from Warm Water.
Yeah.
Pirates.
T-Rex.
You got it.
Have you ever had times when you're at work and someone asks you a question, you answer it as honestly as possible, and they're like, "Yeah, but," and then it's like, "Yeah, it's like, no, there's no yeah, but it's just that is what it is. I'm sorry, can't do anything further for you."
Yeah, man, people, I don't know, they expect you to just agree with them.
Yeah, they expect you to do whatever they ask.
Your job is not to mix things up. Your job is to flex your muscles and do air guitar solos, idiot.
Gidget.
Words can hurt.
I like how he has feelings and he's so buff. It's like, words can hurt.
They do.
Sometimes
the words
so cool,
sometimes the words hurt more than a punch.
You know
Yo,
what's more?
that's his meal. That's his meal.
Yeah, a bunch of slop and bones.
I like that word, slop.
One more ingredient. Deadly poison.
We need to get the poison. I think we need slag. If you don't have a slag weapon, they have one available to you.
I have slag. I just have to switch back to it. But
You can open this door remotely, man. With explosives. Get it?
Psych!
I love this guy.
You know you're following an idiot.
They're upset at the dog.
Green is explosive gun tech. And sold it to us for $12.95. We kept it on purely for PR reasons. But you both outlived him.
This is a very pretty area.
Kill.
Hey, look, it's a Hyperion guy.
Axel, tribute of opportunity.
Look, it's Rose. You get the reference? Axel Rose?
I don't get it.
Axel Rose, the Rockstar guy.
I'm losing
Oh,
blood. Give me yours.
nah, I'm not familiar with him.
Gosh, that's alright. I think that was Aerosmith, or... I'm not really good at these.
You seem to know more than I do.
Make sure to get a slag weapon on the way. Smack the javelins to wake him up.
Slag him up?
Alright, now slag the jabber.
Slag him up, man, slag him
He's
up!
trying, he's running away.
Where's off?
Yeah, poison glands.
Did you slag him?
Yeah. Good. When does he drop the glands?
I think we gotta kill him.
Oh, you have to kill him while he's slagged. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, one drop one. Keep doing it.
Will be enough to kill a monster the size of a planet. So get a few more.
You gotta get a
Oh,
couple.
they're badass ones too.
Oh yeah, keep jabbing him, keep slagging him. Hey.
Need another one.
Yeah, man.
Need another one.
Flag him, flag him.
I'm trying to find them. They're just going everywhere.
James. Damn, James. These guys fly fast. Oh, you got it, let's go.
You got all the plans. Now pop into the Goblin Center and you'll be ready to fight.
What's over here?
It's nothing at all, actually. Like, this I'm telling you, these maps aren't like... This is the shortest DLC. This one has literally nothing, except one mission.
Oh, wow.
And that mission, James, it is the hardest mission I've ever had to do. And you're gonna see why.
For this game?
James, you have to pay attention in this mission. And I'm gonna show you why.
Now add the poison glands to the marination. Hit that button to marinate them. Now that be. The meal's almost ready.
You gotta put it to cook, man.
Start the conveyor of cookery.
James, I'm on fire. James, James,
I can't get you out.
James, I can't get out. James,
You got yourself stuck in there. Why'd you go in there?
James,
I can't help you, man. You're dying.
James.
Now I'm being attacked.
James, big birds. I died. Oh my god, that was horrible.
Yeah, I was wondering why you were going in there. I was like, what is he doing?
He got pulled in.
Look at the little bakers.
I wonder if they have a Chef Boyardee.
Chef Burley.
Do they have Chef Boyardee? Chef Burley!
Yeah.
Hey!
That was Chef Burley.
They turned it off. We gotta keep it on. Chef Horseborg? I think that's like Swedish chef. Horseborg. You get it? Because Swedish chef goes Horseborg. Which is kind of racist.
More. Fry cook.
Like, that's the funny thing. Borderlands 2 has a lot of references. I feel like Borderlands 3 doesn't really do references too often.
Yeah, man, because they don't want to be canceled.
It's just sad.
That's why they changed the name of midgets.
They don't let us have fun, man.
Oh man, it's not about fun, man. You can't have fun if it's at the expense of someone else, you know.
I don't know, James. Stocks in GameStop have been looking pretty nice recently.
My mouth is watering so much, you can drown a small village in my cheeks. The taste apocalypse is upon us.
James, we're like about to be done with it. Wait, don't go yet. James, this is like a Power Rangers. Which one you want to take? I'll take 3.
I'll take 2.
After dozens of failed attempts by other contestants, you were supposed to finally kill it on camera while wielding our most expensive guns. You would look like a hero! Why be a hero when you can be one? You are the dumbest person in the world.
So basically, this was supposed to be a stunt PR thing where they're gonna make us use a Torgue gun to kill it, but we kind of ruined it, and now he's pissed off and he wants the Gobbler to kill us. Do you see the cornucopia, James? That's the Gobbler.
Let's see if he notices. He cooked the bait. Now just don't die until the poison.
He's actually invincible. Do not shoot him. Let's watch this. The action. You gotta wait until the poison kicks in.
How long does it take to go through a system?
How long does poison take to, a tranquilizer to work on an elephant? It takes a couple hours a minute. You gotta wait. A tranquilizer dart on an elephant? You gotta shoot them with a lot of them. Well, no, not an elephant, like an ordinary like tranquilizer dart. There we go, now you can get them.
Mortar.
Oh my god, that's dog. Look, he's shooting eggs out of his face.
Oh, he is. Kill him. He's dangerous. He's evil. Very. Kill strip.
You just disobeyed. That's a direct order from your president, Torgue. You're dead.
I am so scared. I know you can't tell because of the tone of my voice, but that was sarcastic. Anyway, come on back whenever, Ball Hunter.
Oh yeah, so that was basically the DLC, like... Yeah, I know it was short. There's only one more mission to do, but it's a really short DLC.
Oh, like I said, I don't mind. I thought it was fun for the little bit it gave you. Hero!
I like how you said it at the same time I did.
We gotta take the plunge.
Wait, James. Now open the chest.
I like the Halloween one a lot.
Halloween one's really nice. The Christmas one's my favorite. Also pretty short.
Wonder why.
Christmas one is my... I like Christmas. I'm a December baby.
Christmas.
You won! Yay! Talk to the toy.
He's so crazy.
Okay, James.
Grandma's a pretty big fan of yours.
This mission
Say hi to her.
is hard. Talk to Grandma Flexington.
Where is she?
She's over there in the corner, sitting in her chair.
Oh. Hey, Gam.
Oh man, it's the Vault Hunter! You are awesome! Didn't you fight Terramorphous? I fought a
Not
big
yet,
creature
not
like
yet.
that once. He was a big whale squid with 100 tentacles. You ever fought anything with tentacles? Oh, of course you have. Terramorphous had tentacles, how silly of me. Now,
Alright, man. Take care.
So sorry.
Alright, the whale creature. His name was Blowhole the Apocalypse. I call him the Apocalypse for short. And he attacked my hometown of Tsunami's Edge when I was but a little girl. You ever been to Tsunami's Edge? Great town, nice beaches, great food, and the cost of living is just so low. Even being a single grandmother and working part-time...
James, you want to see why this mission sucks?
...processing factory, I was still able to provide for little
If I do this...
We may not have been able to afford the finer things in life, like, but we got by.
Hold on.
After all, Mr. Torgue and I didn't have anything to one
Oh,
another. after that horrible gas
you're still
leak,
there, so it doesn't
video
count.
line.
If you leave, you have to redo the
Decided
mission.
From that day on,
Oh, you're saying it's hard because she talks forever.
James, I forget what she says is the problem.
Ah, man, I forgot what I was talking about. Where was? All right, the blowhole, the apocalypse. So anyway, I was wrestling blowhole to the ground, and I had my bicep curled around his blueberry throat. Blueberry? Sorry, I meant to say blubbery. I've got blueberries on the brain, I guess. I grow them in my backyard. Mr. Torgue helped me plant them. Thanks again for that, grandson.
I love you, Grandma!
Anyway, I have my bicep around his blubbery throat because he really likes whale squids and he doesn't want to see me hurt one.
They are the princes of the ocean!
So I let the whale go after giving it a punch in the eyeball so he'll remember me, and it swam away into the ocean. And then I had Mr. Torgue drive me to the ice cream parlor. He got me Rocky Road because Rocky Road's my favorite. I'm extremely partial to the way the marshmallows act like little landmines of flavor amidst the battleground of chocolate. What's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Rocky Road is pretty good,
Pistachio?
actually.
I bet it's pistachio. Oh, that reminds me! You'll never guess who I saw today. Pistachio the Amazing! He's a magician who studied under Crazy Earl, so he's got that weird mustache, you know, but I saw him make a rack hive disappear. A whole rack hive! I said to Mr. Torgue, Mr. Torgue, wasn't that amazing? And he said, yes, it was, Grandma. Didn't you say that, high five? You remember saying that?
I remember, Grandma!
And we stood in line afterward and got his autograph, and I thought I had it somewhere. Probably in the attic. I really ought to go up there and clean it out one of these days. I have so many little keepsakes.
I
up there.
hate this
Are
mission.
You're paying attention, right?
I'm paying
Hey,
attention.
what's my favorite flavor of ice cream?
Rocky Road.
Oh, so you are listening. How wonderful. You're an even better listener than my old pet
God
rack,
damn.
Beasto. Beasto was such a sweetie. You ever had a pet rack? If you could
James
tame
is
them, they're the
actually paying
sweetest pet
attention.
you ever had.
Yeah.
He
You know
used
how
to
many
just sit
times
on
I
my
redid
shoulder
this
and bite
mission?
chunks of flesh out of my neck to pass the time.
Because he didn't
I still
remember what she
remember the way
said.
he used to tweet.
I forgot which was
Tweet.
the ice cream. I thought it was
so
pistachio.
I had a conversation
No,
with
she
him.
said
He
your
"Mr.
favorite's
Beasto,
probably
you like
pistachio.
Mr. Beasto made him
I,
like it every
yeah, I wasn't
I said,
paying
Mr.
attention.
Beasto, you're looking very cute today. And he said, oh, thank you, that's so nice. Or he tweeted in a way that made me know that's how he felt. And then he
This
lowered
is
his
really
little head
interesting.
like he was
Is this
taking
how
a
they
bow.
padded
It
out
was
the
adorable.
hour of the game?
Beasto was my third.
Oh, the
pet.
DLC?
First I had Woody. He got hit by
Yeah.
a train. Then I had Anita. She got shot up trying to take vengeance on the train that killed Woody. And then I found Beasto making little poops on the windmill outside our house. After Mr. Torgue and I wrestled her to the ground, I did a flying pile driver off a nearby tower tree. Got him straight in the spine and brought him down. We brought him in and fed him some stag steaks until he decided he loved us. I still miss Beasto sometimes. He just died of old age. Rack don't live much longer than a few years, but I treasured the time we had together. Poor Mr. Torgue. When Beasto died, he cried for a week. The kids made fun of him at school, but I told him not to pay them any mind.
Being in touch with your emotions is not a character flaw!
So,
That's right, high five. Is something wrong? You look confused, Vault Hunter. Oh, you probably haven't heard anyone call Mr. Torgue high five before. The world may know him as Mr. Torgue, but the Flexingtons always refer to him using his middle name. It's a Flexington family tradition, after all, to use your grandfather or grandmother's name as your own middle name. And my husband, High Five Flexington, God rest his soul, was the best grandfather Mr. Torgue could have asked for before he passed. He taught Mr. Torgue dang near everything he knew about firearms. Without High Five's teachings, I don't think the Torgue Corporation would exist at all. Gosh, I still remember the first gun Mr. Torgue tried to make after his parents died. A Jacobs shotgun with a stick of dynamite attached to the barrel. Torgue nearly blew his face off, but he got up, dusted his mustache off, and swore that by the time he reached the age of 11, he would make a gun that fired explosions without killing the operator. And by golly, he did! It took a couple of dozen prototypes before he got the right combination of gun parts and explosives right. But once he did, woo-wee! I'll never forget the plume of smoke that used to be in my neighbor's homestead. They were jerks, though, so it's okay. Gosh, I've been talking your ear off for some time, haven't I? So kind of you to listen for this long. I've taken up too much of your time already. Please don't
You
feel like
actually beat it.
longer.
Oh my God,
As a
James.
matter of fact, take this for giving this old woman some
James, you beat it on your first try.
Woo!
Yeah.
Or
Gotta
even
listen
more
to people,
attractive
Anthony.
than Mr. Torgue said you were.
All right, James.
I've got another
Here's
story
another
for
one.
you, but I'd like to tell it to all of your friends and old lady like me.
Okay, no problem. I like her
bet you weren't
stories.
expecting that. You weren't expecting that, were
Oh,
you?
you still
I like
wanna
her
talk
stories.
with me? How incredibly sweet
Oh
of
my
you.
God.
Say, you'll never guess who I saw today.
Who'd you see?
Scarlet. She was
Captain
robbing my
Scarlet?
time and
No.
all the other brigands, and I recognized her from her wanted poster, and I said, "Oh hey, you fought the Vault Hunter, didn't you?" And she bowed all elegantly and said something like, "Indeed I did, madam," and said that you were really good at fighting and that you beat her fair and square. She didn't seem to harbor much of a grudge about it. Nice girl. You should think about meeting up with her again if you're not shacked up with anybody, you know? I mean, of course, you
I agree.
probably are. Gorgeous hunk of a vault hunter like you. I bet you're beating away suitors left and right. Look, you're blushing. Oh, I could just eat you up. Mr.
My
Torgue was
God.
so scared of trying to get a date for such a long time. He used to go to parties in high school and just stand in the back without talking to anybody.
Damn, that's me.
Introvert!
I tried to tell
I would do
him,
that at parties.
Don't worry about chasing love. If you chase your dreams, then love will follow. See, that's the thing people don't get. You watch Echo films and they're just awful. They teach you that the only way to be with someone is just to pursue them over and over until they decide they like you. In reality, you know when you like someone almost immediately. You can't really convince somebody to fall in love with you. You just
Damn.
look like a stalker. But
Damn,
if you
Granny.
do things that you're interested in, like making guns that explode or killing mercenaries, then people will see that confidence and skill you have and they'll be attracted to it. There's always a fine line between that kind of confidence and narcissism, you know? There's nothing worse than somebody who wants to be famous. I remember when Mr. Torgue first sold his weapons tech to that board of directors, he was pretty egocentric for a while. Taking pictures of himself and posting them to the EchoNet all the time. Trying to hobnob with every celebrity that used his weapons. He came
God,
back
even
home
you're
one day
bored.
with a
Your character's
supermodel
saying
under
stuff.
each arm, and I said, "Mr. Torgue, what are you doing? You've lost sight of who you are. It's been weeks since you actually created a new gun," I said. And it was true. He'd been more obsessed with being well known for doing something great than with actually doing something great.
It was a dark point in my life.
Thankfully, High Five listened to me and got to work on what would eventually become the Kerblaster. You a fan of the Kerblaster? That was always my favorite. That and the
I love the
Flacker, which I
Kerblaster.
know
Oh,
a lot of people hate.
Flacker
But
is
there's
actually
more
not
to
that
combat
bad.
than just brute efficiency in this old lady's eyes. Style counts for something. And there's
Flacker's
nothing
actually
quite
really
like
good.
filling the air with tiny little explosions. It's like a fireworks show.
Yeah, I
except
think
the
I used
tests
the
aren't
Flacker
as sad
before.
and unexpected.
I think.
Actually, that reminds me. Now that you're here, I wanted to throw some ideas at you for feedback. I'm a playwright in my spare time, and I'm trying to write a story about an up-and-coming tournament fighter who tries to find love in a gladiatorial arena. And I figure you've got a lot of experience, so your feedback would really be valuable. So the
Okay.
play is called Broken Hearts and Broken Necks.
Oh.
Scene 1.
Ooh.
Fade in on an arena.
Broken hearts,
Just
broken necks. Okay.
Body parts litter the stage. A lone warrior stands in the middle of the stage. A spotlight illuminating her blood-stained armor. She stands, holding her sword triumphantly aloft. Balcony. Is there no warrior who can challenge me? Must I be destined to spend my life as the strongest, the bravest, the most invincible warrior this galaxy has seen? For I am Valkyrie, scourge of the gladiatorial games! Exit Valkyrie, as she shakes her head in despair. Bored. From stage left.
Even you're bored.
Janitor with a heavy heart and an even heavier conscience. He begins sweeping the body parts into a bin, which is colored green. And remember that because that's a smaller color. Until melancholy overtakes him. He drops his push probe to the floor and falls to his knees before delivering a heart-wrenching soliloquy. The blood cannot be washed away. Not before and not now. Even as I attempt to escape the past which haunts me still. Must I live forever as a fraud, sweeping up the trash of others to hide my shame and avoid my pursuers? Must I forever remain on the periphery of joyful combat, ever watchful but never participating? With the clatter of Valkyrie re-enters the stage right.
Dog, what is he on about? I stopped paying attention.
I heard a noise and
She's still talking about the play she's making.
Oh, great Valkyrie, 'twas nothing but the wails of those souls you released from their bodies tonight. Souls that wail in agony as they fly upward to Valhalla. Fools! What have they to wail about? Their agonies are over, ended at the point of my sword. Mine, however, have only yet begun. For it is lonely at the top, and an unchallenged life is a boring one. No doubt.
Damn, that's kind of true though. Unchallenged life is a boring one.
To tell her my true identity, I would give her a fight she would not soon forget. Back to Valkyrie. Yes, ma'am, boredom is the true tragedy. May you one day find challenge in combat. Stupid, no doubt picks up a giant two-armed bastard sword with almost no effort. Valkyrie, what is this?
Stop talking about third place. You've been talking about that like 3 times already.
Who is he to pick up a bastard sword with 2 fingers? What hidden power does he hold? What secrets does he keep? I will endeavor to uncover his past in the hopes that our swords may cross in battle.
Hey, that sounds pretty good.
Scene 2. The interior of the governor's house. The table is set with myriad teas and biscuits. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't even ask you for the feedback on the first scene. Did you like it?
Actually, good.
I'll continue then. Scene 2.
Oh,
The governess enters from stage.
oh, James.
I refuse to respond to these absurd
Well,
accusations.
what's the problem, Anthony?
Her husband looks at her
James, I think we've been here for like an
What
hour.
accusations may those be?
It's only been like 5 minutes.
Actually, you know what? I don't think I'm ready to get feedback on the play yet. But what about you? What are you up to? Tell Grandma Flexington all about it. I bet you've had some amazing adventures.
Mom.
Mr. Torgue told me about the time you all played bunkers and badasses together. He said it was one of the most fun and welcoming experiences of his life.
Grandpa! You're embarrassing me!
Sorry, sweetie, but really, you and the Vault Hunters are his first real pals. It wasn't easy for Mr. Torgue to make friends at school when he had facial hair at age 8, pecs at 8.5, and dead parents by age 9. People found him intimidating, but I told him that he should be thankful for the fact that he looks different. Anyone who wouldn't be friends with you based on appearance wouldn't be a very good friend anyway. But he really does like hanging out with all of you. Most people these days want Torgue to pose for pictures or blow something up by flexing at it. It's not often he gets to sit down and play games with people. Oh, speaking of games, did you play Going Back to the House yet? It's a new echo simulation about exploring a log cabin you lived in when you were a kid. There's no violence or anything. You just walk
Anthony,
around
don't be
looking at
rude.
cereal boxes and remembering people you made out with. I really like where Echo Sims have gone in the past few years, don't you? There seem to be a lot more of them with interesting things to do beyond shooting people, and the writing's gotten so tight and concise. For instance, did you ever play The Samurai's Marker? The whole game's story was delivered through haiku. Did Zero write it or something? No, I'm just joshing. I know you're too busy for that. But oh yeah, I was playing at the end of the pointed gun last night on my Echo Sim player, and wow, is that fun. It's about a guy who punches people and smacks himself in the face with doors. Easily one of the best punch-related comedy sims ever. But oh, I'm really looking forward to this game called Robot Hunter Assault Squadron, which is this big
sounds like a fun game.
randomized survival game about throwing bottles at trees and accidentally scaring birds. In the demo version, I scared a bird so hard it died. 10 out of 10 in my book. But what kind of things do you do for fun? You play any sports? look like you might be into some of the more extreme stuff, like spine hurdling or psycho head volleyball. I knew
Psycho
an
head
athlete a lot
volleyball.
like you when I was younger. Her name was Nijo, and she was especially gifted at the giblet toss. That's an old pastime we had back when I was younger. Idea was you punch a convict, and then see how far you could make their viscera fly across a big field. You got points based on distance and the size of the viscera. She won the final round of the giblet toss championship by getting a left eyeball to cross the 300-meter mark. They said she was juicing with iridium, but I think they were just angry that she dethroned the reigning champ, misogynistic Jeff my life. People really liked him for some reason. Hey, what's your favorite food? Mine's burgers, personally. People look at you like you're a pleb or something when you say you like burgers, but just think of all the things you can
Did she
do
say
with it.
pleb?
You can
Oh
change out
my
the
god, I
bread,
think I'm actually
play
enjoying
around with
this.
the toppings, change what sides you have. You ever have a burger with veggie chips? Gosh.
Veggie chips are good.
I forgot about fries for about a year after I discovered the veggie chip combo. And I'm not a vegetarian or anything, but those veggie patties they make on the more upper class worlds are crazy good.
Yeah,
Better
that
than
is
real
true.
meat if you cook it right.
In my
Veggie-
opinion,
Trying to
yeah.
be vegetarian
Have you ever
once
had a
after
black
some
bean burger?
fluff
It's
run
great.
over by a
I've had
truck.
black bean burgers, they're
How
so
long you
good. They
last
taste just
again?
like meat.
Yep, you wouldn't notice the difference.
Barely even finished the word vegetarian before he lunged at a skag chew I was holding in my left hand. Nearly lost a finger. Granted, he's always been partial to skag chews or skag
Does he?
bacon. Don't know why, since I always felt like skags tasted like old tires and vomit. But to each his own. Taste is a funny thing. People say your taste buds get more refined as time goes on, but they actually get worse and worse. So when Mr. Torgue used to refuse vegetables as a kid, it's because he was actually tasting how awful they were. When we old folks eat vegetables, we're only okay with it because we can't taste all the gross vitamins and stuff. Granted, vitamins are what have kept me going for as long as I've been going. You get enough B12 in your system and you can headbutt a freight train without so much as a bruise.
B12 is good
That
for you,
reminds
that
me,
is
I need to
true.
get my pills ready for the rest of the week. I have one of those little metal containers split into different sections for each day. It's really helpful. And the sides are sharp enough that I can use it to ward off burglars if I need to. What else do I have to do this week? Probably head to the bazaar, pick up some frozen spider flanks. Gotta bring my coat though, because it gets kind of chilly in the freezer section. What else do I need? Oh, I need Schwartzman's candy drops. Gosh, those are delicious. They're so smooth and sweet. Just thinking about them, I could go for one right now, couldn't you? Do you think you could go find me one?
Yeah, we should find her one, Anthony.
I need to get out of here.
We should find her a candy drop. We should be the sweet young men that our mothers raised us to be and find her that
Oh
candy
my
drop.
god, James. Gameplay for once. Oh my god.
I thought it was fun. I actually enjoyed her stories.
James, I was dying. The boredom.
Oh, you weren't, Anthony.
Can't find me out of here.
Okay.
Did you just say okay? Like you can fight back?
No, I said yeah, I can.
Oh, I thought you said oh. But James, I want the fight back. I want to fight today.
Today.
James, I see no difference between OnlyFans and, you know, the other one.
That's a Schwartzman candy drop. Grab it for me, will you? Oh, I can taste it already.
You found it?
Carnage is not letting. Oh, he hit hard.
Snyder.
Ah, James, he hits hard. There we go, we can kill him. You know why people are doing the GameStop thing is because, pretty much they're trying to short the stock, so not only so they can make money, but because they're gonna pretty much run GameStop down to, you know, that's what stock is when people just stop putting money into the stock and bet that the stock is going to lose money.
But it's only
James?
temporary, right?
But James, no. Technically, if everyone keeps their shares in, not temporarily, it's technically it could be forever.
But do you think it will be?
Well, James,
Thinking other people will keep their stocks, that'll make a difference.
James, I think from where the stock was in the beginning to where it is now, no matter what, hopefully a lot of people give up their stock. A lot of people will take a loss if they sell. So they'll have to hold. You know what I'm saying?
Say it again?
Some people who've invested a lot of money because of this, if they sell, they can have loss. They have to actually clean losses. But because they're holding, even if they have losses, the losses aren't really losses because anything can happen. The stock can go up and they can sell. But that's the point, James. If people hold, technically, yeah, they're at a loss, but they can't really like clean the loss.
Mr. Torgue stories of days gone by. There's just nothing like a good roaring fireplace, is there? Something healing.
Oh my God, she's not
Maybe
talking.
that's why our family likes explosions so much. They're basically just big fireplaces. Every explosion feels just like coming.
Is How Marcus Saved Mercenary Day actual DLC?
Don't you think I
It is
Oh, that's a Christmas one.
Oh, don't
Yeah.
be silly. It's a wonderful
Yeah, and what
slogan,
about
you
Sir
know.
Hammerlock
I used to
and the
love
Son of
slogans for a
Carnage?
living when I was in my teens. I came up with the jingle for Professor Gunsight's Can't Miss Scopes. How'd it go? Oh, yeah. If you try to shoot but you miss a lot, then give Professor Gunsight Scopes a shot. And then they played a gunshot sound effect and someone going, ah. It was cute. But gosh, I've been talking for a while now, haven't I? Thanks for bringing your friends to listen to an old woman ramble for a while. I can't
It was
tell
no
you
trouble.
how great it is to have somebody new to talk to, especially a vault hunter.
It was great talking to
One
you.
more thing. No, actually, that could probably wait. Just something about vaults and the end of the universe. Anyway,
what?
here. I always spoil
Wait, no, I actually wanted to hear
just
that.
like I spoiled my
No, it's
Tell
too
me
late,
when I
man.
get the-
No, you didn't want to hear it, man.
Brittany, tell me right now. Brittany, tell me. Tell me.
Oh, whoops. Hold on.
Enjoy! Conversation!
Come on, James.
Well, that was wonderful.
That was horrible.
I actually think we should play this specific DLC for that specific mission. We should do that a couple times on hard difficulties.
James, we're going to the crater of bad attitude.
I don't know, I kind of don't want to leave her behind.
Okay, I think that never happened.
Anthony, it's not very kind, man.
Finally, except for one, however.
It's not very kind, Anthony.
Listen carefully, mouth breathers of the world.
Tannis?
This is Patricia Tannis, and I have found another vault. As you may know, the opening of the first vault 5 years ago triggered a
Maybe
chain
crazy,
reaction that
but
revealed more
she is
about
pretty.
Pandora.
You don't want to hear about that, Vault Hunter. You want to hear about loot and packs and explosions. I'm Torgue, and I'm here to ask you one question and one question only. Explosions?
Really?
Get off this echo frequency, you protein-guzzling buffoon! I'm trying to
That
convey...
sentence had too many syllables. Apologize!
As I was saying, I've discovered that this new vault is buried in the center of a large crater and will only open, and I quote, once the champion of Pandora feeds it the blood of the ultimate coward.
We at the Torgue Corporation sincerely believe this is fucking awesome! It's so awesome that we're gonna set up a tournament to find
Isn't
us
that
number
Hercule's
one
voice?
badass. If you want in, come to where the vault is buried.
Hercule?
In the badass crater of badassitude!
That's not what the area is called!
Badass crater of badassitude!
Because Hercule sounds just like a... Alright guys, we made it.
Yeah, guys, we're finally here for actual content.
Come on, Anthony, that was great content listening to Granny talk. Come on, Anthony.
Yeah, it is Hercule's voice actor. You're right.
Yeah, I was like, nah, that has to be Hercule, because he sounds just like...
It sounds familiar, but I wasn't sure. I was like, I don't know. I don't think so. But no,
yeah, man, Hercule.
It is Chris Ranger, yeah.
I love Hercule.
He's so funny. My favorite one was when he made Goku pretend like he got beat, and Goku was like, oh, I forgot my truck. Oh!
Such an idiot.
I love DBZ and DBS. Dragon Ball Super is so good, dude. Some of the names of this mission in this DLC are
on a highway to hell.
You notice? Oh yeah, okay. So you notice some of them are named after like rock and roll songs. Like
way to hell.
These people do appreciate like classic rock. Oh, jump the ramp, jump the ramp, jump the ramp. Like back up a little. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He said we're ranked 50th?
Yeah, they're really low. But we gotta right now we gotta go through the middle. Get to the arena.
Kill Pete's Burners and find a sponsor at the arena. Hey, we can find a sponsor?
Yeah, that's basically how we're gonna level up. We need a sponsor. Yeah, we are overpowered games.
Very much. But that's alright. It'll be fun.
Okay, man. I'm sure. It's alright.
How long has it been since you played this one?
Honestly, I replay this one all the time. I love this one. Because you can farm for legendaries in this one. And it's not a glitch, like it's actually part of this one mission that's repeatable. Where you farm for these tokens and you can buy legendaries from a vending machine. So
Kill Mama's boys?
I know about to ask this, but I want to do that mission a couple times so I can at least buy one legendary.
The long mission?
No, you gotta kill things a couple times, that's why.
I don't see why we couldn't do it a couple times.
Yeah, I just want you to get a good legendary.
No different than when I did the armory like 3 or 4 times.
And now you know the glitch.
Yeah.
That's actually really cool, right?
It's interesting. I didn't think it was a thing.
That was a funny thing. You know, they never patched that since the game came out on Xbox.
I think they did that on purpose, not patching it.
I think they just couldn't. I think the way the whole map was made, if they had to patch it, it would just be too much work.
Gotta kill Torgue's competitors. Are these the people that he was sponsoring?
What?
Are these the people that he was sponsoring?
Yeah, Torgue. So that's basically how it works. Those are lackeys that are trying to get sponsored. Come by me at the arena. Just follow the succulent scent of success. Alright, James, time for the next mission, man. Time to find Piston.
Is this one long?
Piston, what would you say to those who accuse you of cheating, of rigging fights to gain your #1 ranking?
Oh, Jeffrey. Well, I guess I say it have to do this.
Oh my goodness.
And then I tell them to never call me up.
He's #1.
And you can quote me on that. Hey, over here, dude.
He looks so crazy.
Piston will sponsor you. Piston will take you under his muscly wing, and we will open that vault together. I've already set up your first fight in the ring. Get in there and show him that Piston and the Vault Hunter are a force to be reckoned with. Is it just me, or does it seem like he's gonna betray the fuck out of you?
Nah, I trust
Nah, he would never do that. Hold on, let me level up.
James,
I haven't leveled up in a long time.
do you know this reference in this DLC? The name of the mission?
Hold on, I'll have to look at it again. Coil.
Am I bugging you?
Welcome to the jungle. We have fun and games.
Hey.
I know some of the ones that everyone knows.
Okay, well those are the references. I'm sure you'll know some of them.
And it's like nah.
I love that.
Danny is doing Overwatch.
Okay. So this is the machine I'm talking about. You see this machine? You can buy legendaries from it.
Hey, by the way, Anthony, can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, you sound good.
Oh, okay, good.
You see that machine and that gun in the machine, the Herald, the hard unkempt Herald? That's the best gun in the game. But
wait, the gun where?
In the machine that you're looking at over here. You can buy this gun if you have Torgue tokens, which you have to do a side mission for. But basically,
wow, Torgue has his own vendor
currency. Yeah. James. But basically, that is the best gun in the game. But we want one that has the prefix double shot or double penetrating. My bad. Double penetrating. Alright, James. Go. Hey. Maybe. I love this DLC, man. I love it. Oh wait, we gotta wait in the main lobby. My bad.
The rules are simple. Use the right loot pick
Now we can go.
The last fighter standing is a bona fide badass. Go to the center of the arena when you're ready to start.
Oh my goodness, this place is huge.
Yeah, it's really cool. We're only gonna be here like twice. This DLC is more than just arena battles, don't worry. It's not gonna be more.
No, but the way Moxie did it, I'll never like that DLC.
We will beat it, and it's not gonna be work.
I'll try it again. I'll try it again with you, but I just hope that if we do it, because obviously I'm gonna use I'm probably gonna use Roland.
Yeah, me too.
Either Roland or Mordecai, one of the two.
Yeah, I think we should just use the characters we were using for Roland.
Yeah.
Roland has a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he's his turrets help a lot.
Yeah, man, we're saving beauty feeders out here, man.
Are you still fighting these idiots? You're gonna have to pick up the pace if you want to be a distance partner.
You said we're the stars, you gotta put the face on them.
Another weight down! Better get some ammo!
James, you're gonna love Borderlands 3, my friend.
Will I?
Look, in my opinion, I don't hate games that often, man. But the ending for that game is so... I don't know, man. It felt like... I'm not gonna say what it felt like. I just didn't like the way it was. It was just so cheesy, dude. And it's funny, like, it was cheesy, and like the song they played at the end, I was so pissed off. Because Tyreek is laughing. He's like, what you think? And I'm like, why? He's like, don't you like it? I'm like, no, it's horrible. It's just horrible.
Yeah, my friend was telling me the same thing. He was like, it They just messed up, man. Do you think they were trying to piss off the fan base on purpose?
I don't think so. I think they're like a little bit better news. They backfired so hard.
It's beginning to be.
Very weird that song. Oh man, when we get there, dude. Oh my god.
How many DLCs does it have?
Right now, I think
3?
the DLCs are out, but the second season pass. I'm gonna play.
Oh, so they're making more.
Making more.
No, I'm saying they're making more DLC, right?
Yeah, they are. I'm gonna pay for Tariq's internet so he can play with us.
Business proud of you. I've arranged for the stage
Sounds
hands
good.
to deliver some guns to you. Take them. Business thinks this will be the start of a beautiful relationship.
Because that's one game that Tariq's been meaning to play with us, and I cannot play that game without that man. That game is gonna be so good. Hey, we got 5 tokens.
Burn, baby, burn.
So look what happens, James.
Whoever lived, I will open the vault myself. And you?
He's gassing us! James, run! Run!
Is the arena filling up with Armstrong gas? I'll turn off the cameras. Just breathe deep and pass out like a good little cow.
I feel like you and me would just be great voice actors.
Yeah. The only problem is we wouldn't know how to stop
Take shit seriously.
we wouldn't know how to stop. That's the problem. They would just be like, so you did a great job. I still can't talk.
Are you okay? It's like, oh my head. It's like, oh okay, the scene's over. Oh. It's all white. It's like, okay, guys, it's over. Oh, James, is that you? It's like, guys, please.
Yeah, and then they're just gonna be like, I think these guys were a little too qualified.
Real smart.
Yeah, and then I'll be like, so did I get the part? Get out of here.
So basically, we got duped. Hey, do you get this mission?
They found out they had to fight me. Listen, to become
Pardon?
the #1 badass in Pandora.
Wait, hold on.
And they ran away like a little baby. Ran away! This is a travesty!
So basically, he made us lose our rank 50.
I must officially dump the Vault Hunter, a coward!
And he made us a coward. So now we need revenge. That's the story, James. And all we wanted to do was open up the vault.
It's straight up dog time! I know you ain't actually a coward, but fuck that twist when you didn't make for some good TV! Still, you're gonna need a new sponsor if you want to stay in the tournament.
Come with me.
Get to the beatdown!
We gotta go to the beatdown.
I think it's this way, isn't it?
James, there's this invincible guy that we're gonna fight, but we're not gonna fight him right now. I'm just telling you that there's this boss that's coming up, and he's basically an invincible later on, and he's actually one of the easiest and hardest invincibles I've ever fought.
Oh, I guess he's unpredictable.
He just does a lot of damage. Because he does fire attacks. The thing is, he's a very easy invincible. Killing him is easier than killing most of the other invincibles. I say Hyperius is easier. Did
you say Incredibles?
I think they're called Invincibles.
No, I'm just messing with you.
Wasn't that a football team? Like
No, it might have been actually.
The Invincibles? I think so.
It,
That was a really
might
good
have
movie.
been.
That was a really good movie. My movie was that one where that guy was like, he was like homeless, and that woman like, I didn't say adopted him, but like she took care of him, and he joined the football team, and she helped him like with his.
You talking about The Blind Side?
Blindside, was that what it was called? It was a great movie.
You're talking about the black kid that the white family adopted, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was The Blind Side.
That was so good.
His name's Pyro Pete, and he, huge coincidence, kidnapped one of the freelance sponsors around here a day ago. You should go
Kill the people in the beat now. By the way, there's this rare weapon that only has a 1 in 10 chance, and 1 in like 1,000 chance spawning. So if you get it, keep it, because it's a really cool weapon. You're gonna know because it has like tiny keys on it.
Does it now?
It's a Blammy? Boomy? I don't know, it's not
King Boomy?
King Boomy, he was pretty cool. Made me sad.
I always wanted to try his crystal candy.
You always wanted to what?
Remember he had crystal candy? Because he would eat the crystals? I like... Yeah, I was like, yo, no, that must taste really good the way he's hyping it up. The thing I loved about Boomy, though, other than the fact that he was kind of a kook, was he was actually very smart, very wise, and he was in, like, peak shape, even at an old age.
Yeah, I like how he take off his clothes at the bedroom, he's big fucking, it's like my god.
Yeah, remember when the White Lotus was called into the fight, and oh man, the way they wrecked people, like, I was like, damn, look at Iroh, look at fucking, look at Boomy, and I think there was 2 other, oh wait, it was one of the fire guys? No, it was because remember the White Lotus, it had older benders.
Oh yeah.
So the fire guy I'm talking about, he had white hair. He had like big white hair, and he had like a I think a goatee.
I think I know the one you were talking about.
I forgot his name, but I think he like helped Aang with firebending a little.
Yeah.
Kill the biker.
Oh, James, that whole show was really good, man.
Looking back on it, I was like, wow, that was actually a really adult show, you know, to show on Nickelodeon.
A lot of good topics.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it was.
You may have a family, but family doesn't mean everything.
Yeah, because his dad was a jerk, and the crazy part about the dad to me is that like, it's not like he was putting up a front to protect him. No, he was just an asshole. There was no way around it. Like, he was just an asshole.
His sister actually really did love him. Like, really did love him. But she was just crazy. She was just fucking crazy. No, she did.
Hey, but you can't lie. Zula was pretty bad.
I mean, yeah, I do my own sister.
He said I do what?
I shall not repeat it. I said it once, so I won't say it again.
Kevin, repeat it for me, please. Did you say I do my research? I would really want to know now.
I'm never sorry.
Oh, Anthony, did I ever tell you about this one moment that made me laugh? Where I was at my brother's wife's parents' house, and what's it called? My brother's wife's sister and her husband were there, and the husband loves old school video games, right? He's like us. He loves them. So then his son was doing something. But point is, the wife wanted him to to look after the son because, you know, he's kind of just like laying around. You know, he wasn't really being attended to at the moment. He wanted him to like sit up on the couch, not lay on the ground. So then she was like, she's like, well, are you gonna look after him? Like, you know, he is your son. And then, mind you, he was playing, what was he playing? He was playing that old school wrestling game from the NES era.
WWF game or?
It was, it kind of looked like Super Punch Out, but it wasn't Super Punch Out. Yeah, but anyways, he was playing it, and like, you know, you basically fight to the belt, so you get the belt, and then you try to defend, you know, your crown. So he was in the process of defending his belt, and then she was like calling him to come look after his son, and then he was like, but honey, the title. I was just like, yo, I love this guy. I was like, yo, I can't, yo, he is hilarious. And you just see her so pissed off, and he's like, but honey, I have to defend my title. It was, oh man, that's great. That's great right there, man. That's the gold.
That's actually kind of funny, yeah.
But hey, man, he was trying for the title, man. He it's gonna have to wait. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny, man.
Yeah, that I love that guy. That guy was hilarious. And then,
yo, man, James has like the coolest family, man.
yeah, I was like, have you heard of this game called The Messenger?
Wasn't that the one that you were telling me to buy?
Yeah. So Aaron was playing The Messenger, and The Messenger is pretty hard. And he was fighting this boss he was having a really hard time with, and every time you die, it's like doo 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 doo. But anyways, he was fighting the boss, and then like anytime my brother was like, you know, trying to get an extra hits, we were like, Aaron, be humble, he's gonna humble you, don't do it. And then and then he would die, and then he was like, Aaron, you weren't humble. You went for too much. It was hilarious, and we did that for like a whole like hour and a half, just trying to kill that boss.
What did Aaron say?
He's just like, I'm getting so close, but it's so hard. And like you haven't seen Aaron's gaming face, but Aaron's gaming face is it's great. It's funny. Yeah, he just has this face of like, I have to pay attention to everything. I have to be aware of everything. And then whenever he's about to get hit and he dodges it, he whistles. He whistles. It's funny. Aaron he's a very funny person.
They don't even want to hang out with me. My brother. It's not that we're not cool, it's just I don't talk to him too much. Me and him are too different.
I understand.
James, come here.
Wait, what am I?
Until we get like 600 tokens.
How many do we get?
For each time we get harder. Every time it gets harder, we get more tokens.
But then he'll betray you and try to kill you, and you'll have to kill him, and it will be awesome. Anything you want to have, Pete?
No, you covered it. Thanks for that.
Where's the mission? Okay,
Get
put.
ready to grab a beer and get some ring, cause it's time for a beatdown bar brawl.
Where's the rally point? Oh, follow me. So we're gonna do this until like a couple. Like, you don't have to do it if you don't want the legendary. I really want the legendary. It gets harder, and then you get more rewards.
Alright, I'm game. If I level up from it, cool with it. know what used to piss me off in the first Borderlands? When you would kill something that's over leveled for you, and you don't really get a lot of experience for it, I'm just like, why not? Like when you would kill like a level 61 midgets and the Nox DLC, I'm just like, but why not? Man, I don't care what anyone says, man. Borderlands 1 was still very good. And the DLC is still worth playing. I would like to play with the guys, the first one, you know, at least all the way through once.
Okay, James, we can't do the next bar fight. Never mind.
What do you mean?
It's level 50. Level 50, James. We're not gonna even be able to scratch the surface.
That's not true. You know, you have little faith when it comes to us.
James, this is a GameStop. We're not gonna be able to do anything. We need more people.
You don't know that.
So, yes, the sponsor I kidnapped is in the bar. Go find her. This is not a trap.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, he's inviting us. It's not a trap. Cool. Let's totally trust this guy, man.
Here we go, white fans! It's Pyro! Fight!
When he's invincible, he's not too hard.
Oh no, it was a trap.
Oh,
This
no.
must come as an incredible shock to
James.
you. Burn
It
it.
was a trap. Oh
No. I mean, I'm streaming too, Kevin. Kevin, I'm streaming too, Kevin. Seemed like that was really easy, Anthony.
no! Yeah, but when you do the invincible one, it's kind of hard. Like, I'm telling you, man, like, these invincible fights are no joke. You don't believe me. It's true. Get on the elevator, my guy.
I was wondering where we're supposed to go.
I like your shoes.
Wait, why does your face look like that? What is that on your face?
I'm the waddle gabbler.
The what?
The waddle gabbler.
Oh, the turkey.
I'm the waddle gobbler, yeah, man.
Oh!
Yo, the last DLC, man.
Now introducing the barbarian, the beautiful, the most buxom sponsor of the history of Pandora,
Oh my God,
Moxie!
You see what I saw?
No.
Miss me, sugar?
You didn't see those physics, James?
Thanks for the save, darling. So, you want what's in the box?
Oh wow, we're already so far.
Since I ran my own fighting
What do you
ring.
mean? Chapter
I
6?
run towards Coliseum
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah,
think it's time you
because
and I
the main
became
missions
partners.
are not long, but the side missions that come up is what makes this DLC kind of long.
Talk strategy.
I'm telling you, James, we can really beat this game by like, we just work on it. We can beat this game very soon.
Yeah, I believe it. Isn't what's it called, the longest, Tiny Tina?
Tiny Tina is one of the longest and best DLCs I've ever played. It is not one.
That's
the
high
best.
praise right there.
James, it is the best. Like, it is not one of. It is the best. There is no other DLC. Nothing compares to Tiny Tina.
That's sweet, baby. But let me explain something.
That's sweet,
Still
baby.
just a no-name word with muscles like wet noodles. My pets are laughing at you right now. You hear that?
Why did he
Did
laugh
he?
like that, James?
Yeah, that's weird. Why would his pecs sound like that?
They sound like SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Bad news! A disease mentioned
Hey, James.
Black Label Brewery a couple weeks
Total
ago.
Recall.
Means all our beers voiceless.
Total Recall.
Last week,
Hey, what?
Kill
That was a movie.
beer to bring back all
I've never seen it actually. I thought it was good.
You talking about the original or the remake?
I heard both were decent.
I saw some of the original was very trippy.
One of my ex-best friends was named after that movie. I say ex-best friends because that guy was he's not a dickhead, but what he did was very rude, and I have no respect for that man anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I respect him as a human being, but I cannot associate with him. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, I'm not upset at him anymore. I just forcibly for my own happiness being around him is an option.
Sorry to hear that.
I feel bad because like James. The worst part is I was his only friend, man. But after what he did to me, nah, man.
Yeah, man. I'll never forget how Kevin treated me that day.
No, James. This guy basically like I don't know, man. He tried to like steal my beloved from me, and it just I don't know, man. This guy was a dickhead.
My beloved.
I have no respect for him, but that's alright, man. I'm sure he's doing great in life. One of my ex-best friends. Man, like, I'm in the third man, like, I don't feel good, but like, I don't want to be alone.
Yeah. You know, I used to feel that way about Kevin, but you know, I forgave him in time. Right, Kevin? Oh. Oh, Kevin, I don't mean to be nosy, but how is Miss Caitlin? No, I said I don't mean to be nosy, but how is Miss Caitlin? Okay, that's good. That's good, man. Okay. That's good, man. Glad to hear it. Yeah, it's just, you know, I try not to, you know, to pry or, you know, ask people too much about their personal life with their significant others, so I try to. There he goes.
I'm just kidding.
But yeah, no, I just try to be respectful of you guys when it comes to that, so it's like, you know, I'll ask, but I try not to ask too often, because, you know, I just don't think that would be appropriate.
I don't feel like James betrayed me, man. I'm gonna go back this one, man. And I'm just gonna shoot myself.
There he goes, man. You're not gonna do anything like that.
I'm gonna mark myself. You know what, James? You said you think you can do it, James? I'm gonna do it. Come on, James.
Wait, where are we going? Oh.
We're gonna see, James. I don't think we can do it, but...
Wow, I'm sure it'll be cake.
James, I'm about to die. Yeah, James, I said him. Yeah, that was way too hard.
Ah, we can do this. See, I'm already close to killing one of them. Ah, this is cake. This is easy. See? Some of them already died. There you go. Perfect. Oh, I died.
Hey, then that was too hard. Let's go.
So I guess we're not doing that side mission.
Yeah, definitely not. You got shafted.
Shaft.
This is me when we can do pop smoke. Christian Dior, Dior. What's my mother, you bad bro right now?
Yo, man. My boy, James. Has there ever been a person in your life that you just had to, like, disconnect from? You just couldn't even associate with no more?
Yeah, what happened?
Has there ever been a person you had to disconnect from and couldn't associate with no more?
Yeah, I've had that sometimes, but it wasn't necessarily of my choice. It was what he chose to do.
Oh. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, it's alright. I understood it. I mean, I didn't really agree with how he handled the situation afterwards.
Why?
But, well, one second.
I still respect that, man. Like, not really. No, man, I'm just talking to myself.
Oh
Mr.
shit.
Rashad?
No.
Mr. Rashad? Tell this kid, Johan, to buy a charger, man.
Tell him what?
Tell him to buy a charger, man.
Tell Kevin to buy a charger?
No, not Kevin, Johan.
Tell Johan to buy a charger?
Yeah, man.
Johan wants a Camaro, bro.
Nah, man, he said that's been ruined because this fucking, like, dweeb-ass girl in our job.
Why?
Yeah. Long story short, Johan's car dream got ruined by this dweeb, so now he doesn't want that car.
Really?
Like, she's not. Yeah, that's basically why.
I
can't
told this
explain.
man, bro, because he's like, he always sees bitches in that car. Like, I'm telling him, yes, but you only see the one LS. The hoes got that, but the niggas have the SS and up. I told him that.
Nah, man, you know what he has to get is a ZL1, but...
Nigga, I told him that, but come on, like that, nigga, that's more than my car, bro. That's a lot,
but
nigga.
the ZL1, man, you be fucking flying, bro.
Yeah, man, I told Johan about that ZL1, boy. I'm like, Johan, hey, that shit could match up to me. You could probably beat me.
Dog.
That ZL1 is beautiful, bro. I love the ZL1.
ZL1's so nice.
There he goes.
Bro.
What
Dog,
the fuck? They got a used 2019 for
was pretty nice, man.
30. Oh no, this one's fucked up.
You seen The Exorcist?
The Exorcist? What are you talking about?
The Exorcist. Y'all have the Dodge Demon.
The
They
what?
got The Exorcist. Y'all have the Dodge Demon. They got The Exorcist. You never seen The Exorcist?
The Exorcist? I never heard of
Yeah,
The
man.
Exorcist.
The fucking... For real?
The Dodge Exorcist?
No, it's not Dodge. Oh, you mean for real?
Oh, the Camaro.
Yeah, man. You never seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it. What about it?
This shit is good as fuck, dude.
Oh, cause you mentioned my Dodge and then you said Exorcist. I'm like, what?
I said y'all Dodge got the Demon, but y'all have you ever seen The Exorcist?
Oh yeah, The Exorcist is fucking nice.
The Exorcist is so nice, man. The only thing is,
have you ever watched that video when it hit 217?
you're not gonna believe it, man. You wanna know what beat both of them?
What?
A Mustang.
Look. That 10-speed GT500? Hey, that's just scary. That shit is scary. That shit is scary,
Dude,
yeah.
Mustang I was like, how are you gonna tell me that?
Yeah.
A Mustang did that. I can't even believe it.
Hey, I'll shit on any Mustang, but that GT500, hold up. they came back for revenge, and they re-released it like last year, I think.
Yeah, they did.
Before it was the GT350, but now it's the GT500. So they came back for revenge.
I got out of the car by accident.
Yeah, that car's fast. That car's very fast. Hey, I'll give it to that GT 500. It's fast. It's very fast.
The only thing that I will say is I just love the way the Exorcist is like all white with that black top. Oh
yeah, man. Yeah,
so
man.
Nice.
If I were to get one, I'd murder it out. I'd either put red and black or murder, straight black. Like black on black.
For me, man, I think like all red.
Hey, darling. Right now you're ranked
Now the
fourth on
red
the
with the
Torgue
black
leaderboard,
hood, that shit looks mean.
There's nothing better
nice,
than getting
all
to
red
third.
would be so
It will
Base.
be too, but nigga, look at the
It's a
murdered
success.
out, bro.
The rank 3
Like,
badass is a
Zio
cannibalistic
one. Yes,
bulldog named
it looks
Motor
mean. It looks
Mama. You'll need to train a little
disrespectful,
before
bro.
you take
Like,
her on.
you
But
know,
I've hired
it's
the best trainer
screaming
in
none of you
business.
niggas
Go
can
meet
beat me,
her.
bro. Like,
Motor
oh
Mama's
man.
hiding out. Just
Y'all
waiting
on
for the
sleeping on the Camaro, man. I swear to God.
Once you're done with your
Because you only
training,
see
she'll be ready
women
to
in them,
lure her
man.
out.
And I get it.
I understand that, but it's the one LS. I told him, bro, I went to the meet, it was straight ZL1s and 2 SS. Like, I'm trying to tell him, bro, like, yo.
But Johan's not trying to go and get a ZL1. I don't think he got
for
the
sure. That's why I told him the 2 SS is perfect. You get that and he mods it up, bro, and he tunes it up. Boy, that shit's a monster.
I told Johan, like, what are you looking? He's like, I don't want to get a Camaro. It's too expensive. I'm like, man, just get a Toyota. Get a 86, man.
Or get
Man's
a
like,
Toyota, man.
But the problem is, like, I want a 4-door car. I'm like, Johan, just get an Evo. He's like, oh, I can't drive manual. I'm like,
Ooh, them
Johan.
Evos. Oh.
I'm like, Johan, if you want a nice car, you're gonna have to learn. He's like, nah, man, dude, they come in automatic. I'm like, yeah, they come in automatic, but why the fuck do you want an auto?
Nah, man. Hey. Yo, Anthony, I've been driving my car on fucking manual, bro, and that shit shoots, bro. It shoots. Like, nigga,
I will tell you, the new automatics, man, are faster than manuals.
Really yeah, very fast.
But I will
like,
tell you one thing. When it comes to drag racing, man, nothing beats a manual.
No, hell no. They'll fuck you up. Even on rolls, on 40 rolls and shit. Hey, if you go against a manual, I think you have a higher chance of losing. Like the next time I race Fernando, I'm gonna have my shit on manual. Because we're 2 and 2 right now. We're 2 and 2 right now. You know how to pick it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the wild child, the queen of obscene, that girl who'll make you hurl.
Don't worry. I beat him twice. I rolled his ass twice. And he beat me by a headlight twice. No. Once he beat me by a headlight, and the next time, the other one he rolled me up because I was spinning everywhere. We did a dig race. Yes, Anthony. So you understand. But this is the thing, right, Anthony? Look.
If you make a left turn and you make a UE, you might spin out.
No, yeah, I definitely spin out, but that's why I keep traction mode on whenever I'm riding with like friends and shit. But like,
I don't drive with traction, man.
No, I have to, bro. Not with that car, bro. I'm not taking no chance with that car. If I want to have fun with the car, I turn it off and I put it in sports mode and I go crazy. But other than that, nah.
Now,
but
what about
like Anthony, look, Anthony, look. I put launch control. Like the first time we dug, right? It was on sports mode, right? Bro, I was slipping everywhere for like a good 5 to 3 seconds, like 4 to 3 seconds, bro. And I was like, and then yeah, he rolled my shit. The next one, bro, I put launch control on, bro, and I had it on sports mode, and bro, my shit got traction, bro, and I flew and rolled this shit. You
gotta be careful with launch control because the thing is, it voids your warranty. So if you're not careful,
hold on. Where you going, Kevin?
Step 1 of my training regimen is food. You got to get those
control
carbs,
voids your
son.
warranty because it might grind the gears and blow up the gearbox. You gotta be careful.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's I only used it that once because that's my first time ever trying it out, and it worked out pretty well.
First launch, and you might be good at launching, man.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna use it. Like I already know what to do when I want to launch. I'll just keep the RPMs at 2, or I switch to manual, keep it at 2. By the time I'm like at gear 3, I'll be gone. You know? I'll be fucking gone. And then another one we dug again, and we were racing, and he beat me, and then we did a 40 roll, and I flew on his ass.
As a connoisseur of
So Fernando has a 10-speed 5.0, so that's just it's just fast.
Does he have like a fucking, what does he have? A Camaro, right?
No, he has a 5.0. A 10-speed 5.0 Mustang.
Oh,
GT.
Didn't he have another car?
That was his first Mustang. Ego mode bullshit.
Right?
No, he got the Mustang after high school.
That's what high school. He got like a yellow ass one.
Oh really? Oh, I don't remember.
I didn't like the color that the mirror. The problem is it wasn't a nice yellow. It was like one of those like mustard yellow.
Mustard yellow. That should be the color back in the day.
Nah, man. But nah, man. Fucking, that's cool, man. I'm glad you're having fun, man. I'll tell you about your day.
Oh hell yeah, no, I don't go racing and shit. Trust me. I only did it once and I got my shit rolled by another scat pack. He told me the key was to drive it on manual. That's how he flew so fast. And I'm like, bro, this nigga was right. So I gotta get my rematch. So once I get my rematch, I'll be chilling in a bunch of racing. Damn, man, nigga, I was like, bro, there's no way. And we did a 40 roll, we were neck and neck, and then he flew. I'm like, bro,
James,
what?
The raisin cookies. These aren't real. They're raisins. James, destroy the machines.
I just wanted chocolate chip cookies!
Yeah, man, but no, man. I love your car, man. Your car looks nice, man. In my opinion, I change the headlights and I get those nice red ones. You know the ones I'm talking about?
The red ones? Like, I changed my headlights, but
the red LED ones that people be using.
Oh yeah, maybe next time I got you. Once they have LED ones right now, so once those run out, I'll probably change up the color. I want to get racing stripes, but motherfuckers are fucking taxing.
Racing stripes, man.
Hey, I'm a basic nigga, man. Back in the day, Fast and Furious, or you can speed on the ground.
It's nice, man. It's nice, but racing stripes, man, and maybe on the side panels, maybe. On the side panels, maybe.
Yeah, I feel that. I don't know. I always wanted to put it on. I feel like it would.
Man? It's your car. You be happy with you want. That's all that matters, man.
For sure. I wanted to change the color, but a lot of people love that color. The granite, you don't really see that.
No, that color is not very good, honestly. You know, it's a kind of wasted color.
Personally,
yeah.
That nigga James is snapping on me right now.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry about that, James. I'm sorry that you and your friend had to go through such a tough situation.
Yeah, part of it was me, part of it was him. It was one of those things. I had fault in the manner, and so did he.
Why? What happened? I mean, if you don't mind me asking, I'm sorry.
It was just one of those things to where.
For somebody, what?
For a time.
Really? What the fuck? Who doesn't like Mr. Mountain Man?
It was just one of those situations to where we lived in the dorm together. And I would go through times to where I saw my current girlfriend then, didn't see her. So I didn't like see her that often at that point in time. And combined with the fact that my person that I was dorming with, he would be like basically fucking pretty much all the time. Enough to the point to where like I would wake up and hear it. Like he's in the same room as me.
What the fuck?
Kind of uncomfortable. I understand.
That's very uncomfortable.
Yeah, so then it was kind of like, and it was also my fault because I kept putting it off like it was no big deal when I really should have made a bigger deal about it in the beginning. Yeah. So you know that's also my bad. But at the same time, you know, it's kind of like I wouldn't feel comfortable personally sleeping with a girl next to, you know, my friend in the same room when he's trying to sleep and stuff like that. So it's like, you know, if you want to do that, you know, whatever, you're a college student, I get it. But like, not while I'm there.
That's kind of disrespectful at that point, in my honest opinion.
Yeah. So then I got pissed off because I got there around like 1 or 2 a.m. You know, the doors, you know, locked. I'm trying to lay down. You know, I'm kind of knocking on the door. No one's answering. Even though he claims that he had said something 1 second, but I didn't hear nothing. But so then I open the door. of course, he's naked with the girl, whatever. So then I saw both of them, and then I'm kind of just like, at this point, I'm not even trying to talk or anything. Kind of pissed off, kind of screaming and shit. So then, I basically tell the girl to leave. So then I told her to leave. And then she's walking slow, and I'm telling her to hurry up. So
Holy shit.
So then she's not like.
I can picture that this big ass light skinned nigga. Oh, I need you to leave. Hurry up! Like, oh my god!
like that was one of the few times where I felt my, like, Anthony, I know you know what I mean when I say this, but like you feel your blood boiling and your skin feels hot, like it feels warm. So then it's like because like it just got to a crescendo, like to where it's like, yo, like, you know, you're all constantly, you know, fucking these girls, bringing them around and shit, and like, you know, at one point you're dealing with one girl, then you move on to the other girl, and you kind of make them feel like, you know, there may be something more, but there's not. I don't know, man. So then compacted with the fact that around that time, you know, like I said, I wasn't really seeing my girl, and I'm seeing constant sex around me, and I can't have none of it. Oh man, that shit was hurting me, man.
Oh god.
I get you. I'm sorry for crying.
Yeah, no, that's alright. It doesn't matter anymore, but like after that, we tried to patch things up, sorta. I didn't want to sleep in the room with him at the time, because I know at that time he wasn't really trying to talk either. So I was like, you know what, let me just sleep in someone else's room for today. So then we tried talking about it, and you know, he said what he said, I said what I said, and I was just like, look, man, you know, you can do what you want, just, you know, tell me. You know, tell me, hey, I'm using a room right now. That's fine. I'll come back later. But like, don't just like say nothing.
My guy, like, at least,
yeah,
like,
yo, like Rashad, like I would be laying in my bed, I wake up and I hear like moaning, I hear gulping, like, yo, I'm just like, yo, come on, man.
I'd be pissed off. I think that's every day I'd say that.
Very disrespectful.
So like he didn't see any problem with it, like, and until like, you know, that case happened. So then it was like we tried to patch it up, whatever, and then we had a system working. You know, he would tell me, you know, he's about to use a room. I'd be like, all right, no problem. So then it just seemed like after a while, Rashad, like he would like make the situation uncomfortable.
One of those.
Yeah, to where it's like I thought we were past this, but now it's like he does little subtle things here and there, or says certain things that makes me uncomfortable.
Like what?
Like I remember we were laying down. I'm laying down facing one way of the bed, right? Where it's one of those beds where you could face, you know, head up, or, you know, head up on the other side, whatever. So then he was like, he went to talk to me. He was like, yo, can you like lay the other way when you sleep? Like, you know, I don't want you looking at me. I was like,
no way.
I was like, what the fuck? I was just like, yo, like, come on, it's not that big of a deal, man.
There's no way. Like, out of that ass request from you, man. You're telling me I can't sleep a certain way because you don't want me looking your direction? Yeah, let me call the office real quick. That's some weird shit. Fuck that nigga. Like, you're fucking while I'm trying to go to sleep.
I was just like, yo, that's not even that big of a deal, but whatever. So then it's just like, it was like little shit like that after a while, and I even told one of my other roommates in there, I was like, yo, Zach, like, you know, I like you guys and stuff, but like, I don't think I could, you know, dorm in with this guy no more, man. So then I moved to a different dorm. Oh yeah, and also like when I would try to go to sleep and stuff, like they would be blasting music and shit. So that was kind of hard to go to sleep sometimes. Yeah. So then I was like, you know, I'm just gonna leave. You know, I'm not gonna say nothing to Buddy. I'm just gonna leave, and that's it. You know, so then he saw me when I was at the new room, and this is kind of the part to where I really just stopped talking to him, because I was just like, I could see like
was he pissed?
I can know he was happy. I could tell.
What an asshole.
Because I was like, oh yeah, you know, I just decided to move a different dorm. You know, if you need me, I'm over here. But yeah, and then he was like, oh, James, you out of here? I was like, yeah, and then like I was still talking to him, and he just walked away. I was like, oh, okay, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. And we didn't talk again, and you know what? That was alright, man. That's okay.
I'm glad. That guy was asshole.
Yeah, that's okay. But ever since then, like, you know, when I went to the other dorm, I was so much more peaceful. Like my dorm mates were really nice. For the most part, the music wasn't too crazy, and it was like I had PTSD almost because the first night I slept there, it was quiet, like it was silent. I was like Dylan, you know, my new doorman. I was like, it's quiet. He's like, yeah, it is. And then like because he was used to already being in there, I was like, damn, nobody's playing music or anything. He's like, nah, man, it's time to go to sleep. I was like, it was like when you take a girl that's used to bad relationships and then she has a good relationship now, and then it's like, wait, but this isn't how it's supposed to be. Like, you know, like where's the music and everything? Because I was so used to it. But yeah, no, he really helped to make it a lot more peaceful. We did have a situation that happened later, but that had nothing to do with any of us in there. It was just one of those things where someone came into our room and stole a bunch of shit. Yeah, and then like I was like, yo, I honestly don't know who stole shit. I'm pretty sure I closed the door when I left. Usually people can't get in the room unless they have the key card. So, you know, I'm like, because I leave like, I want to say like every Thursday or Friday to hang out with my mom on the weekend. So I was like, yo, like, I'm pretty sure I closed up when I left, but I have no idea what happened after that.
Oh man, there's a meeting, there's an imposter among us. That's
yeah, so then I would... Yeah, you know, the cops got involved and stuff, and like they were trying to figure out like, you know, who took the shit, and then they think they kind of figured it out, who the guy was, and they were about to go over to find where Buddy was and, you know, go run him for the shit. But then you know, they were kind of just like, nah man, don't do that, you don't know what the dude's got on him and shit. So they were like, you know, just you know, just gonna have to drop in and let the cops try to handle it. And then even a guy's girlfriend was like saying like, oh, you know, don't go over there. I don't want you, you know, to get in trouble. He was like, he shouldn't be worried about me. You know, he should be worried about me, not the other way around. he's like, oh, I'm ready for that. I got some people coming with me. I was just like, yo, this is just getting out of hand.
I would've went. Fuck that guy. I don't even know if he did it. Fuck him, man.
Fucking Anthony, man.
A broken leg, a broken arm, a broken tooth, and like he's just spitting up blood, and I spit in his face. I'm like, did you fucking do it? He's like, I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm like, oh shit.
and that's when Anthony's like, oh, we're too far, and just starts whamming on him.
Just try to bend the bones back inwards.
Yeah, but yeah, that did happen. And then what else? I kind of knew it was gonna happen though, Rashad, like something like that, because like, you know how like you know more or less the people that are coming into the room and stuff. like there'll be like times like here and there to where like there'll be people in the room that I guess one of the other guys knows, but like I don't really know them, or I don't really know who they are, so I'm kind of just like I don't know if you should be letting so many people in the room, but hey man, those are your people, whatever. I don't want to get in between that, but it's like personally for me, like I wouldn't really have anyone enter the dorm or place where I live unless everyone knows who they are. So then I don't know if it was one of the guys they invited or the guy that used to live there and then he left. And it seemed like the guy was kind of the usual suspect because right when the shit went missing, that guy also left that used to live with us in there. So it was like, it's either him or one of the other people that would show up sometimes. So yeah, that was the only other crazy thing that happened. Other than that, it was pretty nice. Just those two things in the beginning of like college. Mind you, this is like my introduction to college, so I'm just like, dog, this shit's crazy.
One time I had a roommate who was so drunk, the man pissed all over the floor right next to my bed.
That's disgusting.
That's actually fucking nasty.
I shared a bed with this other dude, but it was alright. But man, what pissed me off was when we both woke up, the guy was just sitting there in the dark, like some paranormal activity shit. No lie. I got scared as fuck. I'm like, fucking, like, David, what the fuck are you doing here? He's not saying a word. And then he starts slurring his words. He's like, oh, yeah. I'm like, what? I step on the ground and it's wet. I'm like, why is it wet? And I smell, you know what piss smells like, right?
Damn, dude, you stood in his piss? Oh, nah, man.
It was all over the room. Like, I'm not even lying to you. Like, the room was small, but like, I don't know how that much piss got all over the room. I was so pissed off at that guy.
I would have been upset too. That's crazy.
The guy had never had an issue. Like he was an alcoholic. Like, I mean alcoholic in the sense where like he'd drink Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, morning, afternoon, and night. The guy was an alcoholic, but he never had a problem. Like, he was like a moderate person. I don't know. This day he got fucking hammered, and the man pissed all over our room.
Nah, man, that's a no for me, man.
Sully was my third.
Where though? You went to like a college you were at?
I was in a fucking like boarding room, and then basically some guy pissed all over the fucking. It was just the worst. The worst.
Yo, Rashad was like, I'm never doing dormitories.
It wasn't a dormitory. It was a house, right? And basically we're like renting our house. Basically, there was a bunch of us. We all had like a little bit of cash. We're all gonna rent. Dog, I've never had a problem with anybody. When that guy pissed in my room, I started yelling at him. And you know what's the only response this man gave me? Oh man, you're killing my vibe. I'm like,
killing my vibe? What the fuck? Fuck your vibe.
I started yelling at him louder.
I would have yelled too. Like, what the hell?
Saying I gave him a mind ring and all that. So shut the fuck up, piss it down. Like, you pissed all over the goddamn room. Later that day, man. The man wouldn't even look me in the eye. The man was like looking down all the time, just talking to everybody. He wouldn't look at any of us in the eye. You know how pissed off I was?
Oh.
After that day, I stopped boarding with them people, man. Fuck them people.
Yo, Anthony just reminded me of some shit the other dude did that pissed me off. I remember I was sitting in my like he would sometimes, but like you can tell like you can tell he didn't want to be in the same room as me. You could tell.
What do you do? Tell me. Describe the story.
So it was just one of those things to where like I was sitting in my bed, and then I overheard him talking about the situation, and of course, he's gonna make himself, sound good in the story about what happened between me and him. So
man, I was doing this girl. This guy was being an asshole.
Yeah. Of course, he makes me out to be the bad guy and the weirdo and whatnot, just because.
Weirdo.
Yeah, because of a comment I had said.
Can you move fucking quicker?
So the comment, no, that wasn't what I said. I walked in there and I was so pissed off. I was so pissed off and numb to the whole thing. I was like, "Go ahead and finish. I'll wait." I waited right in the room. I said, "Go ahead and finish. I'll fucking wait." I'll fucking wait. I did not care. I did not care anymore.
I don't know, man. James, I saw that shit. The only thing I would say was like, get your dick out of her, man. I'm trying to go to fucking sleep. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, so then basically what happened was he's describing that part of what I said, right? To the people in the room right next to me, right? So then Buddy, one of the buddies there, he closes the door while he tells the story, and I'm just like, I know he knows I'm in here, and he's just talking all this shit. So like that was like, yo, Anthony, that was like one of the few times I've ever had a problem with anybody. Ever, like. Oh, I had to wait there. But that was one of the few times I ever had a problem with anybody. Like, I still have not blown up like that till this day.
You have to go back and wait at the starting. Like, dude, you keep going over. Then you're on the wrong way.
Oh, we had to go this way?
Yes.
Oh no.
But basically, people have a problem with people, and people have so much to say, but they won't say it. If you want to say something, say it. If you're not, then shut the fuck up. I don't get people, man.
Yeah, I'm just, I was just like, yo, like, I don't know, man. I just, he tried to talk, like, I remember when he tried to talk to me, like, the very same day that it happened, like, later on in the night, and then, for me, Anthony, like, I don't want to talk in the moment. Like, right now, like, there's nothing to talk about. We could talk about it another time, but right then and there was not the time. But he wanted to talk about it. I'm like, no, like, I don't want to talk about this right now.
I get you, man. I'm more of a person, like, I like to get everything finished immediately, but I get you, man. Some people need time to cool.
Yeah, cause like, I don't want to say, you know, something that I don't mean, or something I'm gonna have to take back later. So it's like, you know.
My bad. Keep going.
No, it's okay. I just, I didn't know we had to go over it twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we may have to do it over. Oh, no, I was just saying, like, what's it called? What was I saying, Anthony?
You were saying that, like, you just need to cool off.
Oh, yeah. I just needed, like, that night or two to cool off so I could, like, really think about what just happened. Because, like, when I got angry like that, I had an out-of-body experience. And what I mean by that is, when I got angry like that, I thought of my dad. And I was like, oh. Cause he used to get angry sometimes. I'm not even gonna cap to you. So, like, when I thought about how I looked, I was like, yo, like, did I really just do that? Did I just blow up like that? I never blow up. I was like it was like it almost kind of scared me, and it's like I was like, yo, I didn't even know I was capable of doing that.
I feel like, honestly, James, I know this is a very sadistic thing to say. I'm only happy when I'm upset. In the sense of, like, I like being angry because I always just feel better because I feel like I let out all the stress I've been holding in. You know what I mean?
Well, it's better to express it than to not to. So.
I always hold it in for so long.
I don't want to get too graphic, but let's just say she eats her own children.
I never actually, like, get rid of it, so by the time I let go, it's like, I'm just so peeved at everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, my advice is, man, you made a great decision, and you know what, you shouldn't be upset, man. I mean, frick that guy, man.
Yeah, I remember when I told my brother the story, he was like, yo, I'm surprised you didn't fight him. Because, like, it did get to the point to where, like, he was like, yo, like, you know, since you don't want to talk about it, like, we might as well just fight. And I was like, nah, I'm not trying to fight. I'm just upset right now. But I guess he didn't really want to hear that. Oh, shit. Damn it. I have no idea. I must have bumped in. Wait, did it restart it?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
You know what happened? Look, basically, me and my old friend, like, I used to be really tired with him. And basically,
what pisses me off is I have this girlfriend, right? And so they can be friends. So I wanted to hang out with them at least at the same time.
Oh, you're talking about the guy you mentioned earlier.
Yeah. No, but she didn't cheat on me. The guy literally, while drunk, tried to seduce these women. The girl said no, right? Bro, this guy got handy and the girl fucking punched him in the face and he got pissed off and he was about to punch him. When I heard about that, man, ooh.
Yeah, that's not... I don't really know how you apologize to someone for that.
No, I didn't apologize to someone.
No.
I beat him in the face, man. Fuck that guy.
No, I'm not saying for you to apologize. I'm saying for him, like, I don't know how you apologize to someone for that kind of behavior.
You know, I was intoxicating. I should have been aware of my actions. I don't know.
Oh, shit.
You know what, man? I tried to forgive him, James. I tried to give him some forgiveness, but you know what? In the end, I was just so pissed off being around him. Like, it just made me feel negative. We lost.
Damn it. Do you wanna redo this one or?
Nah.
No? Alright. Switch it? I understand. That's the same way I felt. It felt like,
I told him, look, you're my friend, but we're not friends. You know, you're just a person I used to play video games with, and you know what? I respect you. As a human being, I have no hate for you. But as an associate, it's over. I can't talk to you. No, I can't speak to you. And I understand I was your only friend, but you know, you kind of just ruin it for people. I think this is why I was your only friend, because you're a horrible person. And I want you to know that nothing you do will make you any better. And I don't know, man. The guy just like tries to check up on me a lot. And honestly, like, I don't even say hi.
I'm gonna come up with a new nickname for you.
Fuck that guy a lot. But you know what's the funny thing, James? I felt bad, but he tried to make me feel bad. Just the man started like cutting himself and shit, and he sent me like
for attention
pictures. No, like he was actually sad. But he sent me like this picture. This guy put a gaping wound in his arm. Like a huge gaper. And
I stole some of the wanted posters printed about you.
I'm gonna tell you, James, I'm no makeup artist, but that shit looks pretty fucking real. But you know what I said? He said, oh man, I did this because I felt bad and I wanted to be reminded of you every time I look at it because I hurt you as much as I hurt myself. And I'm like, yeah, man, that's cool and all, but I don't give a shit. I'm like, I don't care anymore. It's over. You and me, we're done. Don't talk to me.
Right.
I don't know, James. It's like, some people they don't understand that once you break trust, there's no way you can really earn it back.
Well, it's up to the person that you broke it to decide whether you can earn it back or not.
The thing is, really can't change.
Oh yeah, no, of course.
What he did, James, what he did, it just pissed me off. Like, honestly, like, I punched him. I beat the shit out of him. James,
what quest are we doing?
We're doing Meet Enrique. Keep Enrique alive. Walking the dog.
Okay.
James, the thing is, like, I wanted so hard to forgive him because I know that man for years. But let me tell you, James, there's no point in trying to, like, build a mountain on a molehill. It's always going to collapse.
Yeah. I understand.
I realize that, like, for my own happiness, I had to do it real.
And that is a great sign of a grown-up. You're able to guard your energy and to know that the time with this person, it's reached its apex.
You know, I believe in like soul connections, and you know, I have like an unlimited amount of time. It's not unlimited, but we all have like, you know, finding people that are deep connections, so that stronger. Like, you know.
Hey, why is Enrique attacking me?
We have to kill him. Oh, not kill him. We have to run away. We're not supposed to kill him. My bad.
All right, can you raise me?
Bloody glutton won't feed on you today.
Please don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me.
Damn it.
Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, James, respawn.
I understand what you mean. That was along the lines of what happened with him, like I kind of described to you. I mean, different scenario, but still, I felt like there was a breach of space.
Respect.
Yeah, a breach of respect, and I should have known this was coming down the line because of how he described to me how he would talk to his parents. Was very disrespectful. I remember he would say some shit that he said to his mom and dad that, like, I was just looking at my other roommate Zach like, is he serious? Like, did he really talk to his parents like that?
The thing is that I'm gonna admit, like, me and my mom fight a lot, but it's just a Hispanic thing. I can't even...
Yeah, but nah, he was saying like some shit you just don't say to your parents. Like, he was saying some hurtful shit, and I was just like, yo, like, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I thought he was just fucking around, but he was dead ass serious.
I don't know, man. I don't mess with him like that.
Yeah, so then, like, when I heard that, I should have known, okay, this guy is not a respectful person.
Oh, James.
But I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I gave him the benefit of the doubt.
Because let me tell you, if I didn't stay away from that man, James, I'm not gonna lie to you, I would have killed that man. I literally would have killed that man. That's actually the only reason I stopped talking to that guy, because I legit would have killed that man. And I knew that. I knew I was gonna murder this man if I stayed near him. So I was like, you know what? It's okay. Not only for my own happiness, but for this man's safety and me, I'm not gonna be near this man.
And plus, it probably wouldn't be, the death wouldn't be worth it.
You know what, James? And I think about it every day. And I know this is a horrible, horrible thing to say, James. Thinking about it, I really should have. I really should have just put that thing out of its misery. But you know what, James? I will tell you, I'm kind of glad I did it because, you know, I have a future, right? I have people who love me, and I have an idea of what I want to do in the future. And, you know what? He has nothing.
It wouldn't have been worth it.
It would not have. I mean, yeah, I would have got revenge, but there is no respect for that man.
Oh, okay.
All I'm gonna say, James.
Oh, hold on. We have to tap him. Oh shit! Oh shit! He's coming. But I understand, Anthony. My situation, believe it or not, that was the only time I ever thought about doing that to someone as well. Like, I had thoughts about what I was gonna do that I won't say on here, but yeah, I had ideas of what I was going to do to this person, but yeah, I'll just leave it at that.
Jim, the only thing I will say is, you know what was the worst part? The kid had a dream that I was gonna murder him. And the way he described it, James, that's exactly how it would have went down. And I thought about it, and I'm like, no. I have to get away from this man.
I understand. Wait, did we just do a full circle?
Yeah, we're walking the dog. Didn't you read the mission name?
Oh no, I didn't know we were walking him.
Yeah, we heard him, but he's walking with a limp, so we're walking him.
He'll be alright. He just needs a blue chew.
Basically, what happened, James? Predicted exactly how it would have been done.
What'd you say, Anthony?
Basically, he predicted exactly what I was going to do.
So I guess he knew then.
But the thing is, you know, I feel like that was destined to you know, to happen. But he's getting a song, and I respect that man, a lot. But I just don't love that man anymore.
Are we doing like all the side missions?
What? Doing all of them? I thought that's what you wanted to do.
Oh no, but like I didn't know if all of them were available now. Are the most of them available, I guess?
Yeah,
okay. Ooh, ooh, that would have been bad. Yeah, Joshua sounds drunk. Yo, listen to Joshua. He just sounds crazy, man. Yeah.
That nigga's gone, bro. He's having a blast, bro.
Yo, what did Joshua have to drink, man? He had sex on the beach.
That's probably.
James, you didn't pick up that mission on the bounty board, the gas guzzler.
Oh, whoops, my bad. Let me turn around.
Talking about good things, James. You know what came out of that game?
Alright.
That is named
Badass Trader of Badass It's goddamn
You want me to pick up the other one too, or?
No, the other one was the mission.
Okay. But I share these stories with you, Anthony, just to show you that I'm not, you know, a perfect individual, but I do learn from, you know, my mistakes or my encounters with others.
Basically, man, all I'm gonna say is, man, I speak this because you know what, James? I'm not a very sound individual, and I know it. There's some things that I can't respect. Is
that a...
See it? It's like a fat.
Yeah, chubby rack. Oh, he's a gas guzzler? Chubby rack's a gas guzzler?
Feel the hurt. Time for a rampage.
What's up?
I wanted to talk about that new machine gun inside. Coming out or
That's it. SMT5?
Yeah.
As far as I know, they're making it. I don't know how far along they are, but it's definitely happening.
The trailers, I assume, will be out like, within the next year.
Probably next year. I would think. Either next year or late this year, probably.
And the first trailer they released years ago, right?
Yeah, that was the hype trailer. That trailer looked great.
That trailer was good. It's kind of happy to see Yeah, Shin Megami's coming back.
Yeah, I was worried. I was worried that Persona had took over and they were never gonna make another SMT.
When Persona took over because it gave more popularity to the SMT games. Like people who are looking for games like Persona.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
you feel like in a way it did SMT a favor.
Yeah, not everything, because the problem is you have to we're asking like, oh, where are the social links? Where are this? None of that is in SMT.
Yeah, SMT is not about that. It's about something very dark and different.
I feel like it made me appreciate SMT a lot more.
SMT is a great series. I actually need to stream Nocturne from the start. I would love to do that.
I would like to play Devil Summoner, and then Devil Summoner Saga, and then Devil Summoner Saga 2, and then If.
And then what?
If.
Oh, SMT If.
Mm-hmm.
The one I really want to play is Devil Survivor 1 and 2. The strategy RPG one. I heard that one's actually really hard. The strategy RPG one, especially the last boss, they said like he is really fucking hard.
I want to play 4. 4 is the one I really want to play.
4 is very good. Yeah, I still have it. It's very good.
Apocalypse and the original.
Yeah, SMT4 and SMT4 Apocalypse. SMT4 was really good. I haven't played Apocalypse. What happened?
I was gonna ask if they were different.
Yeah, Apocalypse picks up after 4.
Oh, alright. On what ending?
Neutral.
Oh, alright.
Neutral ending is a true ending.
That's like one of the trickiest endings I've ever seen.
The neutral ending, specifically for 4, is hard to get because you have to do very, very specific decisions and actions, yeah. That if you didn't look it up, you wouldn't know to do. Do you want to give it to Hammerlock or Scooter?
Let me see. Assault rifle or shotgun? I don't know, it's up to you.
Assault rifle. Who's giving assault rifle?
I think it's Hammerlock.
Okay, so we'll give it to him then. Where is he?
And science marches on. A wise decision, Bolt Hunter.
Okay.
You know what? Fine. But when them skies are full of hyper-intelligent flying creatures of death, just you remember if you sided with Scott who talks like somebody tossed a dictionary or food processing.
That's funny.
Yeah, but James, SMT looks great, and I'm really excited for the HD collection of Nocturne. If it's already out, I might get it.
I didn't even, actually no, I did know, because we spoke about it before that they were doing that. I also want to play this one that they, was on the Sega Saturn, and then they ported it over to 3DS. It was called SMT, what was it called? Because it's a kind of a rare 3DS game at this point, but it was SMT something.
Was it the one where digital?
Let's see. We got Strange Journey. Strange Journey is very good, but not that one. Soul Hackers. There we go. Devil Summoner Soul Hackers. Yeah, so I think it was originally on the Sega Saturn, and then it didn't get like ported over to the US until that port came out, as far as I know.
That's a really good port.
Yeah, they said it was a very good port, and the game's actually really good. Scripting and, you know, characters are, of course, at a premium. It is the SMP game. No problem.
Just continue without.
Well, Rashad, did you have a good time with Anthony and I's stories? Do you have a good time storytelling, man?
Yeah, man, you guys are what they call the community psychotic, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I can be a little crazy, but for the most part, I'm pretty nice.
That's good, man. That's the best way to be, man.
Just only slightly crazy.
This is only slightly crazy. Not even wrong there, buddy.
I think everyone has a little crazy in them.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, just look at Tyreek. He's imposing.
Look at him, fucking mongrel.
Move. Let's send a Joshua go, man. Joshua.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Basically, James. I'm excited for all the new
How the
Shinigami stuff.
fuck are we supposed to?
I'm also excited. James, there's a side mission we had here.
Really?
I think that we were supposed to do.
Yeah, I think I was trying to figure out how to get around, but I think it went the wrong way. This place looks like the place from the first game.
There we go, James. Do this one with me.
Oh, Anthony, I hear Konami's down bad right now.
Yeah, what happened?
They're consolidating all of their individual companies into one company.
That's really bad.
Yeah, even though they're trying to prop it up, being like, no, we're still gonna make games, and then one of the guys, the YouTubers I watch, he was just like, oh yeah, so when did you last drop a Silent Hill game? How long has it been since you dropped a Castlevania game? And like he was just going in on him. He was like, when was the last time you dropped a good Metal Gear game? Like he was like it doesn't make any sense. You have all the IPs people are clamoring for, but you don't make any of them. Hey man, we should have listened to Kojima, man. Kojima tried to tell us, man.
I'm telling you, I have a feeling Kojima is gonna win in the end, and he's gonna buy back Metal Gear.
He just may. I think he should.
The company's gonna go down, and if they go down, they lose all rights to it. So no matter what, I believe this man is gonna come back. He's gonna pull GameStop, man. I'm telling you, he's gonna pull a GameStop, James.
And then he's gonna take ownership of Silent Hill, Castlevania, Contra, Metal Gear.
He takes ownership of Silent Hill.
Yeah, he might as well take all of them at that point. And I would trust him with each. I would trust him with each EP. Sponsor trust.
Silent Hill, Metal Gear.
I feel like he can make it pretty good. Yeah, they did a really good job. Yeah, that honestly, I mean, I didn't play Lords of Shadow. I played a little bit of the first one, very little bit. But from what I've played, the last good kind of Castlevania game I've come across was Bloodstained. Well, Symphony of the Night was amazing, but that was quite a while ago.
But that was a great one.
Oh, it was. It was beautiful. Symphony of the Night was actually one of the only ones I beat. Even though I technically didn't get the true ending. Yeah, because I didn't know how to go do the upside down castle. I didn't know how to do that. When I figured it out later, I was like, oh, I didn't know how to. I would have, because by that time I had already uninstalled or undownloaded the game because I had on my PSP. I was like, oh, I didn't even know. I would have kept it a little longer to find the true ending. But from what I played, it was still a great experience. I didn't mind just fighting Richter for the end. That was fine with me. It was a really good game. I don't think I'll ever forget it. I love the art design, the hand-drawn character models, the enemies, the bosses, the voice acting was great. I really felt for Alucard. I really felt for him because I know he didn't want this. What?
I want him to bring Siphon
To remake it?
Yeah, like a whole new Siphon.
Okay, I'd be willing to play that.
Kojima gives up, sadly, but he cannot in no way get his Dream series back. I know he loves Metal Gear. Technically, Metal Gear might be at an end, but he wasn't able to finish the last chapter. Let's say he wasn't able to make no more Metal Gear. I know, if given the chance, this man will make the best Siphon Filter game I've ever played.
You're probably right.
Let me see the stats.
Like, who? Kevin, do you know what would be a great game?
What?
Just had, like, also for Mr. Kojima?
What?
I would love Kojima to bring back like an old school, like, oh yeah, like Contra actually. Contra would be great.
Yeah, there hasn't been a good Contra game in a while.
But like Konami has all these good IPs. Like,
I really love, and you know what's the other one that makes me saddest? More than anything? Suikoden. How could they? How could they not make another Suikoden game? When the technology we have now, imagine Suikoden for PS5 and Windows. That would be godly.
That would be good.
That would be very good, but they just... Konami just fucks shit up, man. Konami, in like the guy, like, I was listening to, he had a point too, like, it was sad, but it was true. Like, he said, you know what? Back then, you know, when I used to pick up games and it said Konami, I knew 9 times out of 10 it was a great game. He said, I can't say that anymore.
No,
so,
I agree completely. Like, Konami is... I'm not even happy when I hear that he's doing it. I know...
Yeah, it's just half-hearted.
Oh, Metal Gear Solid 3 getting a remaster. Oh, yeah, Pachinko machine. I'm like, just leave me alone.
Oh yeah, that's right, they did do that. They teased it and everything, that's right.
Don't want me to be happy.
That's right, they did do that.
Okay, it doesn't take that much work to not only just use the engine and remake the game that everyone loves, Metal Gear Solid 3, but on that engine, and just to reuse the same voice acting, not even pay anybody, just reuse the old voice acting. Dude,
seems very cheap.
You could have had money right there, but instead, Pachinko machine.
Oh man.
Oh.
It is depressing. I will agree.
It's like what next? They're gonna do a Silent Hill Pachinko movie now. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I'm doing these EDAs.
Actually, I'm curious. What were their other popular IPs? Konami.
They got Pet IPs. Soccer. They got a bunch. Silent Hill, Pet Soccer, Love Plus, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Twinbee, Snatcher.
Trying to look now. Okay, so they had Adventure Island. Oh, they had Bloody Roar. They could have remade that.
Zone
of the Enders. They were supposed to make Zone of the Enders 3 a long time ago.
Oh, I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Do you got a Boktai? That was a very good game too. That would have been cool to see that on current consoles. Even if it was just a remake, that would have been fine. They had
bring back all the money
that
they fired all the people that made those games.
Yeah.
Like, these people were like, oh man, we're happy with our money. Get rid of these people.
Exactly. They're just sitting on their ass, and then they just think like, and that's where I agreed with the guy and agreed with you. It's like, yo, like, it's not like you guys don't have the IPs people want. People want these games. Like, you know these communities exist. Like, even for your more obscure games, like, let's see. Your more obscure games, like, Snatcher, or Suikoden, or, yeah, or, Gradius, or like even a fucking Frogger, Contra, Coded Arms, like, you know, like, you guys can like start off small and make your big projects. Like, it's there to be had. Like, they just don't want to. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I never played it, but I wanted to play it. How hard did it get?
Me too. I got it too, man. Oh yeah, I'm so happy when I got her. Oh shit. Fucking rare. Came back in a long time. Years.
Like, I don't know, James. All I want is to see some of these games actually come back. Like, you know, let's just say Metal Gear is over. Metal Gear Solid is over.
I would still like to see a remake of the original Metal Gear games.
I would like to see at least Silent Hill. There's no way you can tell me. You know how long it's been and we haven't had one Silent Hill game?
What we haven't had a good one. Last good. Well, come on, Anthony. The last good one was The Room. After that, it was trash.
Okay, I agree. The other ones weren't so great, but you know what?
Downpour? I don't know. A lot of people really didn't like Downpour. Terry, you don't even know what we're talking about. Then what is that? What is the main name of Downpour? Ha. He said, why would I say something we both know? It's obvious, isn't it? can't stand Tyreek. No, but what we're talking about, Tyreek, is we're talking about how stupid Konami is. Because like they have Rashad, like Konami's like one of those companies that they have the IPs to sell. They have people that want it. They're just like, nah, we just won't. That's the annoying thing, and this is probably part of the reason why Kojima left. Well, forcibly removed, but yeah. But like, think about that. That says something. One of your best like creators and artists, you're throwing out the window. Like, come on now.
Buddy, man, buddy.
The what? How much?
A lot. It made them millions of dollars. Not only that,
Screwing a girl and her robot.
People got an award, and the worst part is they didn't accept the award.
That's just depression right there.
That's that. Those tasteless bastards are gone. Come on back whenever you're ready.
That's why I can't wait to play his Death Stranding game, man. Yeah, they didn't specify, but yeah, he is making a new one. Yo, I need to hear David Hayter, man.
It is a possibility.
Usually when I like hearing him talk, because when he says stuff like that, he always smiles, and I'm just like, oh, Kojima, you sly dog.
I love Kojima. You can't hate him, because no matter what, look, he tries his hardest on making games, and I'm not gonna lie, they're amazing.
He does have really good games. I can give him that. Did you ever play the original Zone of the Ender games? 1 and 2?
I played the first one. The other one's no.
The second one was amazing. I never played the first one, but the second one is so fucking good. It was pretty hard sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, but
Xbox.
Yeah, they released them in a collection, and they had also remastered it for the PS4, no. The remaster collection was either PS3 or, yeah, it might have been PS3. It was one of the two, PS3 or PS4. And I remember that was the collection my brother bought, and he had bought, you know, the nice, you know, book and stuff that they had it in. Nice box, yeah, that is a really good series to play. It's unfortunate they never made a sequel.
James, you know what's the funniest thing, man? The first game I ever played when I was a kid was GTA Vice City, but my second game, the one I fell in love with, was Metal Gear Solid 3. James, I will tell you this. Never in my life have I replayed a game more than I have played Metal Gear Solid 3. I collected all the food, I collected all the plants, things.
Did you do the little, I want to say it was like the frog game or something, where you had to shoot?
I almost did all of them, but there's one, in this one segment, that it moves so quick, if you miss it, you basically gotta replay the whole game.
That's hurtful. I remember when I played that one, believe it or not, the first Metal Gear I ever beat was actually Portable Ops.
I've never played Portable Ops.
Portable Ops is very good. I know since you really like 3, you would really like Portable Ops. That's the best way I could describe it. Because Portable Ops gives you some extra backstory that does, you know, it does add a little something to the main story.
It does?
Mm-hmm. Adds a little something there. And then it gives you further trauma of why Big Boss became what he became.
What do you mean?
Of why he just ended up going off the deep end eventually. It was one of, you know, it's kind of like they say about Kratos, about the PSP games. Like, it was just one of those moments in time that really disturbed him.
What happened?
It was one of those things to where he was locked up, and they were beating shit out of him, and they were trying to figure out, because remember, this is after Metal Gear Solid 3, so they're trying to figure out, hey, they're like, hey, where's the Philosopher's Legacy? And then he's like, I don't know. So he kept beating him up, and then he's like, don't worry, we got plenty of time. You know, you're gonna have to tell us at some point. So then eventually he breaks out, he gets in contact with paramedic, he gets in contact with was it Major Zero? I think it was Major Zero and Otacon, I believe. Or not Otacon, but Huey. So then he gets in contact with them, and then as they're kind of going through the different areas and trying to get closer to figure out where the Philosopher's Legacy is, you know, he's coming upon obviously a new force of Fox that are very dangerous. So you have to fight you know, new units of Fox that are dangerous in their own right. And the game also it teaches you the violence of war as well. And what I mean by that is that the unfortunate scenarios of war to where casualties can't be avoided. You know, that even the best warriors under mind control can be controlled to kill each other, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. So that happens, and then in the game you get to recruit people. You even recruit this guy named Jonathan, and Jonathan becomes like a big important soldier in your army. You know, in your little army that you created, and then it's just the game kind of like branches out from there. It's a very, very thought-provoking game, and it also has like one of my favorite ending themes.
What about the soundtrack? Is the soundtrack good?
It's really good. Like I'm not even gonna lie to you, the ending theme is on par with the theme from Metal Gear Solid 3. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, when I heard it, I was like, wow, like, it makes me want to cry.
I'm telling you, man, like, Metal Gear is just one of those series. There's nothing like it.
Yeah. I also like how, in Metal Gear Solid 3 reminds me of, James Bond, with the music.
Pleasure to be here, Torgue.
What is this? The darkness and silence tonight. What a fear. I'm searching and I'm melting to you. What a fear in my heart that you're so supreme.
Well said.
Not for honor, but for you in my time.
Hey, sugar, come on back when you're done.
There'll be no one the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Yo, and like it's, even though it's not long, like it just hits different.
You are nothing compared to me.
On a tree with the wind and how to survive.
You know what's one of my favorite scenes is when you get on the bridge and she breaks your arm and tosses you over.
But do you know the funny thing is that she tosses you over because she didn't want to kill you.
Yeah, because I remember the guys behind you were watching.
Yeah, exactly.
So then she had to not give up her cover and be like, you know what, I'll just beat the shit out of you, toss you over, but I do love you, Snake, and I can't kill you, at least not right now.
She never defected.
Yeah.
She was always true to her mission, and her mission was to
play as the bad guy.
To play the bad guy so that she could get close and get us the Philosopher's Stone. And I never realized that as a kid. But when I started replaying the game,
That's why it made me so sad, and it hurt me, like when he went to shake the president's hand and you could see Snake's face, like he's like, how could you guys do this? Like, you know, I don't even want the respect. I don't even want the title. Like, what good is it?
The funny thing is, he shook everyone's hand in that room except the president and I think one of the chiefs of like Secretary of State or something like that. And basically, he was like, I'm just not gonna shake his hand. The best part was, in Peace Walker, they asked, why didn't you shake his hand? You wanna know, why didn't you shake this man? So, I love Metal Gear games.
And because he felt, you know, he felt bamboozled, he felt disrespected.
Betrayed.
Yeah.
He felt betrayed because this whole time he has to kill her to, you know, say, you know, because she defected and to save us.
Yeah, man. When
for greed, it was for greed.
Yeah, when he went to do the salute and you just see the tear fall from his eye, I'm like, oh, Snake. I'm so sorry, man.
When you beat the game and you finish the story.
Time to go for the number 2 ranking, Sugar. I've tracked down the number 2 ranked fighter. Name of Flyboy. Head to the forge and take him down.
Even though, and he puts her favorite flowers. He puts the white Bethlehem, the Star of Bethlehem, on her grave. Even though there's no one else who will respect her as a soldier, everyone claims her as a villain. But she's technically the good guy. You know what I mean, Chase?
Yeah.
Whose mic is making that noise?
I think that's Tariq's mic.
Yeah, man. Like, James, it was a wonderful story.
It was. I remember I played and beat the game like when I was in 9th or 10th grade, and it still resonates with me to this day. It was a tough game, but it was a very good one. And honestly, the PS2 game that it was, playing it was kind of like a welcome to PS2 kind of game, you know, like how every platform or console rather has a welcome to this console kind of game, and that was it.
The funny thing is, James, to this day, I still play the PS2 version. The game still looks great.
I heard the 3DS one was good too, actually.
It's pretty good.
I never played it. Oh well, no, I played the demo and it was actually kind of good. I mean, the screen is smaller and whatnot, but I heard it was a good port. I guess we're gonna beat this today, huh?
Uh-huh, yeah. Today. Damn, someone please unplug your mic if that's your mic. I'm gonna unplug my mic. Everyone unplug their mic. There we go. James, is that your mic?
I don't think so.
I'm the one who locked the forge. Not because I'm worried about you ranking up. I could detonate your skull with but one well-timed squad.
Yes, I might have been Tariq's mic.
The mic is acting up. But James, you know what else was a great game, man? Splinter Cell.
I want to play Splinter Cell. I have the first one. I just need to start it. I want to experience Splinter Cell.
So hard.
I heard it was.
My axe is thirsty.
Hold on. Hold on.
Is that you?
No. No, I was just gonna mute Mr. Scott for now.
You think it's Mr. Scott?
Yeah, I think it's his.
What's this?
Because the sound stopped.
What a renegade! A renegade coward who don't play by nobody's rules until the commissioner.
Yeah, I don't think it was. Yeah, I don't think it was Rashad. So.
My controller's about to die. Means that if you get to go down, keep going down.
Probably. Yeah, man, I agree. It was a really good game from afar. I always respected a Splinter Cell, even though I hadn't tried it. Closest thing I ever played to Splinter Cell was Siphon Filter, actually.
The closest thing I played to Splinter Cell was Metal Gear.
I feel like Siphon Filter was more like yeah, Gabe Logan, man. Yeah. Did you, which ones did you play?
The PSP ones.
Both of them?
The first, yeah, they're both.
I played, both of the PSP ones, and I almost beat the first game, but the first game is very hard.
It made me sad. I didn't want him to die like that.
I just didn't want him to die at all, but definitely not like that either. Yeah, he just got out of the bar, they were chilling. He didn't even have his vest or anything on. He was relaxing, he was enjoying retired life, and then he gets shot and dies. She did have significance, the girl that shot him and killed him. Because remember, they killed each other. But I forgot what her significance in the story was, but she wasn't a random, no.
You're near the security box. Open it and grab the keys to the forge.
But yeah, no, it did make me very sad, and I was very upset.
Like Snake. That's why when I played Metal Gear Solid 4, not playing him, I was like, no.
Yeah, I thought, hey, he was pretty close to dying in the microwave area. Yeah. Yeah, he almost died.
Now you can get into the forge, take down Flyboy, and become the #2 badass on the leaderboard.
Playing this game kind of reminds me of, well, this DLC. It reminds me of Ratchet and Clank Deadlock.
Sure does, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jones. But you know what, man? Overall, I've enjoyed not only this DLC, but just playing games with you, man.
Yeah, it's always a blast to play with friends. I appreciate you helping me to play games that, a lot of which I never even played to completion myself. Like a lot of these games I play with you, I've never even played before. And there's also the other side effect with it too, to where it's like, it's kind of like a brother thing, because this is stuff that I would usually do with my brother, but, you know, I can't. So it's like, you know, you're able to do that, you know, in a video game way, with me, and, you know, I appreciate that.
He just turned 16, so naturally he thinks he's invincible. You're gonna prove otherwise, sugar.
Put on, bro.
Don't cross me, Jim.
Fair enough.
Just kidding.
Enter the Torgue.
I will tell you, man, playing these games with you has taught me a lot. You know, I've learned to be patient. I've learned never to give up. I've learned that, you know, sometimes in life, things aren't going right, but it doesn't mean that, you know, you give up. You're gonna get stuck, man. You just gotta keep going.
Show must go on.
You like that one, huh?
Yeah, I like it, because I heard, The Rock say it when he was talking about his dad. And it made me, like, happy, sad to hear about it, because, you know, I know his dad passed on and he misses his dad, but he was like, you know, it's like my old man will always tell me, you know, when someone passes away or anything like that, you know, the show must go on. And I was like, you know, he's right, you know. Yeah, he's a very humble person. I love his energy. He's one of the good ones, you know. And
Kevin Hart is gonna play Roland.
Really?
Beat me sideways and call the cops like, oh, wow.
That's actually funny.
He's gonna play Roland in the movie. They're making a Borderlands movie. He's gonna play Roland.
That's what rumors are, at least.
Sorry, I just saw the game load up.
May I admit to the forge, but good luck getting in my quarters, please, Breeze. My lair.
This place looks like the ending of Borderlands 2.
But I found 3 access points to his lair.
Yeah.
Get to the battle board and blast your way through any of the access points, and you'll get your shot at Flyboy. Poor bastard has
So
no
Flyboy
idea
is number 2.
Almost makes you feel bad. Almost.
Kind of reminds me of No More Heroes. Proceed to the Garden of Madness.
No More Heroes 1 is so good. And No More Heroes 2 is really even better.
What's the guy's name that makes No More Heroes again?
Suda.
Suda. I love Suda's games. He makes very strange games, but I love them.
They're very fun. They're very
Yeah.
fun.
Like, I want to play Killer is Dead.
Oh, very good.
I know sometimes when Suda makes his games, sometimes the controls can be a little iffy, but, you know, that doesn't matter to me.
I'm not a big person. I enjoy what I have.
Yeah, and, you know, I know some people would always also say, oh, the story's convoluted, doesn't make sense, and to that I say, you know, sometimes the stories don't have to make sense for me, for some games.
The point of a Suda game, though, the story is supposed to be complicated.
Yeah, it's not supposed to make sense, really. You're just supposed to be caught up in the world and enjoy.
understand the story for No More Heroes, but like, I'm not there for the story. I'm there for the ride.
Exactly.
And I feel like people forget that about video games. That video games are a form of escape. They don't really need to be a masterpiece. They could really just be something you wasted your time.
I agree. It doesn't always, you know, not every game has to have the most beautiful, you know, AAA story ever, you know, kind of like when we talk about fighting games. I don't care about a story. Does it run very well? Are the combos fluid? How are the graphics? And yeah, that's pretty much it.
I won't tell you, man. It's kind of like having a story. Yeah, it's great and all. But that's not why I'm here, you know?
Yeah, I can see that.
No, I mean, think about it. That's basically what like having like a story in a fighting game is. It's like, yeah, it's cool, but that's not why I'm really here. I'm here just to play, learn cool combos, you know, maybe like learn
Yeah. The only thing is you have some fighting games that their story is so deep that you would have to play all the games to understand. Like, King of Fighters is like that. King of Fighters, some of the storylines you wouldn't understand unless you played King of Fighters like 97 or something like that.
King of Fighters is such a great game.
It is. I love King of Fighters. I actually first fell in love with King of Fighters on the PS2 when they made King of Fighters, I think 06 it was. And then the next one that I played that I really loved was King of Fighters 13. That was a great Christmas. My brother and I played the mess out of it. It was a very hard game, but it was really good at the same time. We didn't play 14, but we played 13.
My favorite games were, my favorite fighting games were Street Fighter and Tekken when I was growing up. I never was a Mortal Kombat fan. I like Mortal Kombat. Don't get me wrong, but...
I never got into it.
It's just, I'm not there for fatalities, you know? I'm there for combos. I felt like Mortal Kombat just didn't have the combos I liked.
I just feel like Mortal Kombat was more technical. It was more technique based, and I wasn't willing to sit down and learn it like that. Well, I mean, I'm pretty good at Soul Calibur, in Tekken, and the only other one that I got good at once upon a time was Blaze Blue. Or at least the first Blaze Blue, and then King of Fighters at one point. But my mainstays for sure is Soul Calibur and Street Fighter and Tekken. But if I had to say like my best one, I would probably say I'm Soul Calibur, because I played a crap ton of Soul Calibur 3 on the PS2, and I played a decent amount Soul Calibur 4 on Xbox 360, and then, you know, I played a decent amount of Soul Calibur 5.
I've never been a big fighter game. I've always been into gun games and third-person shooters, but I've grown up in a lot of opportunities. Like Final Fantasy was around with me years.
Five was the one that had job classes. That was the one you played?
5. That one was so hard.
I heard that one was very difficult. I never played that one.
I never beat it, but it was fun. And then I played 8, 9.
Yo. Did you ever play the original?
Huh?
Did you ever play the first two?
What, 1 and 2?
Yeah.
No, we didn't get them in the States, so we never played them.
You want to play them?
You have them?
Yeah.
Alright.
So a long time ago, the versions that they ported over was on Game Boy Advance of Final Fantasy 1 and 2. And they dubbed it Final Fantasy 1 and 2 Dawn of Souls.
Where are we supposed to go?
That's a good question. But I do have it if you do want to play it. They're very good ports. If you want to try it like tomorrow or Sunday, you could.
I hope you don't want to be damn banners.
I get off of work at 2 tomorrow.
Okay.
But no, James, like, yeah, man, like, I really enjoyed RPGs as a kid. I didn't just play Final Fantasy. I grew up with this guy, I grew up with,
I never got to try Disgaea, actually.
Yeah, I played the second one when I was growing up on the DS. And then I grew up with Final Fantasy. I grew up with, you know, we had Dragon Quest and Chrono Trigger.
Draggy Quest.
I will tell you, the only ones I did play were 1, 2, and 3. They were great.
For Dragon Quest?
Yeah.
Oh, you played the original Dragon Quest then? When there was Dragon Warrior?
Well, I don't know why. I thought we skipped Dragon Quest 1, 2, 3. It wasn't even called Dragon Warrior. We bought them at a flea market. That's why.
Oh, was it on Game Boy?
It was on Game Boy.
Yeah,
Advanced.
figured. It seems like most of the ports we got of like the really old school RPGs came on Game Boy Advance.
This controller is good. I want to learn about these controllers because this controller I just bought, but
yeah, we gotta take it to that guy with the link I sent you.
maybe one day I'll buy some games.
Yeah. Oh, you pick out the one thing he's not selling?
I'm not selling that.
And then you'll just be like, but why is it on your wall? It'd be like, because I want to see who was foolish enough to inquire about it.
I wanted to see if you would actually ask. Like,
If you would be able to challenge me for it.
What do you want to play? Bomberman 96. What do you think about that?
Bomberman 97.
That game. Like I know.
You said I'm undefeated. Many have tried, but few have bested me in Bomberman.
I'm not ready yet. Oh man. I gotta get some stones, so I gotta hold up.
Yo, Anthony, you know how hard it is for me to hear about other games or like go to the PlayStation Store and hear about the deals and to not buy a game because I'm trying to work on my backlog. And it's like, yo, I have other games I really do want, but it's like I'm working on the backlog. I'm doing a good job with it. I don't want to mess it up.
Sorry, look at the banner real quick. Look at the banner while you're waiting.
My advice to you, man, forget those deals, man.
Yeah, that's how I got into this hole in the first place, because I would buy the stuff in bulk.
Buy so many games, James, and when I saw my library, I had a bigger backlog than you, James. I've been hitting
Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, like, it feels good to tear into your backlog. It really does.
It really does, man.
Okay.
And then you get to, like, some of the best games that, like, you know how good they are, and it's like, you know, finally I get to play this game now.
I should have beaten this game a while ago. I want to see if you can open this door.
Can we?
No, I guess not.
Yeah, that's how I felt when I started playing Dragon Quest 11. That's how I felt when I started playing Doom Eternal.
How is Dragon Quest 11, by the way?
It's wonderful. I love it. I have to play more, but from what I've played so far, I love it. It's what I thought it would be. Or what I hoped it would be, I would say.
My favorite part is that 2D section. Oh my god, that was so
Oh, with the tacos? That was fun. I really enjoyed that. Are you gonna play in 2D? The whole game in 2D? You should. And you should stream it. I would watch it. The 3D is very clean, and I'm like, wow, like, as much as I want to play in 2D, the 3D just looks so good. It's a hard choice. It's the best problem to have. They have, and I appreciate, you know, where they started and where they are now. Yeah. Absolutely, because 11 takes a lot from 8. Now it improves it, but it does take a lot from 8 for sure.
I felt like the soundtrack because after you told me about 8, I heard the soundtrack. I like it.
Yeah, especially when you listen to like if you listen to the OST on YouTube, like it's some beautiful music, man. Like that's like the type of music you would listen to, and I shit you not, I think about being in like a countryside field. All the green grass, you're just in nature and nothing else is harming you, nothing's bothering you, you're just at complete and utter peace. That's what I think of. Yeah, man, don't be surprised by the end of this year, you could clear most of your backlog. If you don't buy anything, or if you only buy 1 or 2 games here and there, you can clear a lot of your backlog. I believe that. Oh, well, we're not talking about the computer one right now. We'll get to that.
So how many choices you doing?
What happened? What happened, Anthony? I think you could get to that. I wanted to do the PS4 stuff first, clear all my purchased list, and then after that I would shift back to the older consoles.
I need another head.
Go to PC Black.
Yeah.
Thing is, I have to remember. There's always gonna be new games.
Sorry, on phone, don't do me like that, bro.
I gotta be very careful.
Alright, hold up. Log into the game. Hopefully the servers don't crash. Please. Wait. At this point, I'm back in. See, but Cheetah looks nice. I'm watching gameplay. You link him up with himself. Whoa! Oh, I just might go for with Cheetah, Torgue. I just might go for with Cheetah, man.
I'll be right back, James. Let me open this. I forgot
no problem.
Yeah, I can't do this, Torgue. I'm sorry. I gotta, I gotta go for Cheetah. I gotta go for Cheetah.
It's great. It's like playing with like
that team is going to be disgusting.
You are my neighbor, technically. Playing with a cool neighbor.
Hello, neighbor.
Okay,
hello. What? You said you wanted a neighbor. Come on, man.
You know what I hated? When they tried to make me play with the neighbor's kid, and the neighbor's kid was just, he was just a dork. But like, I was a dork, but he was worse.
Oh, he was too dorky?
Oh, he was just, yeah, he was way too dorky.
They'll be like, oh, but he's just like you. It's like, no, he doesn't have balance. He's too dorky.
doesn't have balance.
Yeah, man. Anthony said I smelt the weeb on him when I came in the room.
James, I'm a weeb. It's different. I have respect for weebs. I have no respect for dorks. The worst part of the game.
He thinks his Buzzard's army will protect him, but once you wipe them all out, he'll learn that pride goes before a fall. Icarus symbolism. If you kill 5 last men and steal his toys, he'll fight you to his lair so he can kill you.
Sorry, oh. 1 second, Anthony. 1 second. I'm gonna switch to a new video. So I'm gonna end this one and switch to a new one. This one's been going on for quite a while. So I will switch to, yeah. So I'll switch to a new broadcast here, guys. So I will be back in 2 seconds.
And I did not touch him. I didn't touch the evil Bardock's